Oh yeah, let me see if I can
I gotta say,
Discord screen share this too.
Because it's a gacha and they need to have 78 billion characters. The Phantom Thieves of Desire's recruiting standards seem very lax in comparison. You're okay, get in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting to hear this song.
Oh damn, it's already ruined for me. I thought this was real.
No! It's real to me, damn it.
It is a little funny that this wasn't out in Japan until recently either though, despite having a full Japanese dub.
Oh yeah. I've been following this for about 4 years now. It was announced in late 2020 as just the Phantom X with no Persona branding, and it wasn't clear if it was licensed or just a rip-off.
I mean, I want to say yes to this, but I can't even actually select I don't yet with my keyboard. There we go. Yep. Just kick back to the menu. Oh, well, let's watch it again.
I was about to say, I don't think I've even seen this intro, but no, the songs were gonna bow now. I just didn't remember the intro song at all. Like, as much as I adore Persona 5 and its soundtrack, I realised around Tactica, these songs are really blending together now.
Oh yeah. It's almost like it's some kind of genre similarity.
It's almost as if we need a new musical style now. We've had this one for almost 10 years, Jesus Christ.
I enjoy the songs they had in Tactica and... What was the Muso called again?
Oh, sorry, the Tactica's one...
I'm forgetting the name.
It's just like... God, they're blending.
Strikers, yeah, Strikers I enjoyed the soundtrack to as well.
Oh,
yeah.
I love Strikers soundtrack. It's just, it was Tactica that made me really go, yeah, we need to move on.
Probably the worst one though was that was it Dancing Starlight was the P5 dancing one?
Dancing in Starlight came out after Vanilla before any spin-off.
Yeah, that one was real bad for me because the only song I liked was the main intro song, and then every other song on the soundtrack was like, I actually don't care for this remix, which is bad in a music game.
Oh yeah, the remixes were... P3 actually had some good remixes.
Yeah, no, P3 had a ton of good ones, but...
Like, I only bought Dancing in Starlight because I just finished Persona 5 and there was literally fuck all else I could play. Because this was in like 2018, so it's like, what options do I have on PlayStation 4 for Persona? Persona 5 and Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. And Persona 3, but like I wasn't gonna play the P3 dancing game without knowing anything about 3. That was so bad.
Fair, I do know a non-zero amount of people who got into Persona 4 via dancing all night, so...
Oh, that's crazy, actually. What the hell?
I mean, that's the thing with spin-offs.
Yeah, no,
it's always someone's entry point.
The person who starts with Q must be like glowing brain by the end.
Yeah. I never looked into Q2.
I remember seeing people Q2's actually got a better plot. Oh, I did not know
a high bar, but...
Yeah. No, Q2 actually had a good plot and it had like better character moments, even if they are, you know, played for laughs.
Yeah.
Fan service shit. I did like some bits, like how Yukiko was somehow the only person who knows Akechi's evil.
Yeah.
Because they just go with the Yukiko says some strange shit that she'll just get it right by chance.
This seems
and
familiar.
Koromaru.
This intro's guy.
Doesn't like Ketchum. Dogs can sense evil.
Let me move this mouse off screen.
It'd be really funny if there was like a noticeable drop in animation quality when we get to the original, like, 2D cutscenes. Why does he have the intel from Team Fortress 2?
Oh, this is very familiar.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this at least twice before. One time without portraits and one time with it, and now it has portraits.
Insert Squid Games gif.
Also, I think this is... Squid Games. I think this is the third font we've had. I am curious what this must be like for someone who's only played this.
Yeah.
Who is this black-haired cunt? Why did... Like, that must be very confusing. Like, who is this black-haired individual?
Yeah, it's the guy from Smash Bros, obviously.
It's the guy from Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
I actually never played FIFA with the Japanese stuff, so this is actually kind of weird for me. And it's just
the data screen transition was that quickly.
Oh, it's just slightly different and it's throwing me off. I do appreciate Atlus's commitment to misogyny that even this gacha game doesn't have a female protagonist option.
Yeah. I did just reflexively try to do the Expedition 33 dodge, so that's funny.
Oh god. I keep seeing people say I hope episode 6 is a parry, and I'm like...
Yeah, this is different.
Oh yeah, that's not in there.
Was that? I didn't get a good look, but that looked like a fucking Desert Eagle.
Yeah, no, he does carry an eagle as like one of his gun options. That's not his base gun though, that's one of the ones you have to buy. There was definitely someone on the team at Atlus who cared, because a lot of those guns are lovingly modelled. Because I, of course, was checking them.
There's always some Japanese developer who cares too much about the guns.
There was actually P5 was supposed to have like social link reversals like P3, and Wise, like if you want him back in, him asking you questions about guns, and if you answer them wrong, you social link reverses. I have seen some gameplay of the P3 collab they did. Well, I think they're still running it right now.
I saw tweets about it, but I haven't seen much.
Chinese server. I basically just looked at the story stuff, like all the wacky shenanigans, like, oh, Makoto's in the modern day, not 2009. He doesn't know what an iPhone is. But I also found out that like damage scaling in this game is
wow, I can't believe they killed Joker. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, Joker's dead. But like damage scaling in this game's fucked beyond belief. Like I saw a game where they like attacked a pixie and it said like I think 10 million damage and it took off like 10%.
Didn't see chat there. But yeah, this
it's
is
Persona.
It's a JRPG that's going to be extremely long on the cutscenes, and that's mostly what it's going to be about. I don't know much about this game.
Did he have Reddit on his phone like Ketchy does in the main game?
He probably fell asleep doom scrolling.
That's like my favorite piece of trivia about Persona 5 that Akechi has the Reddit app and the NHL app on his phone.
The NHL app seems uncharacteristic, but
yeah. I don't know, a sport where you just go apeshit and beat the shit out of each other randomly seems like Akechi's kind of thing. Oh damn, he's got AirPods.
Oh, we're playing the intro again.
Oh. He also had the name of the intro song on his phone. I saw the P3 and Reload intro as well. So I want to know if they've changed one of the party members' code names, because it's very unfortunate for an English-speaking audience.
Oh.
The blue-haired guy's code name, at least in like the Chinese version, is Soy.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a very unfortunate name. I saw many an edit of him doing the Soy Jack face, pointing at something.
Hang on, let me dip into the volume mixer, because this is getting a little loud.
Something. So I also went through like the full list of like party members.
This should be a little better.
Unfortunately, I guess it's a gacha game, so this is gonna happen. All the party members you roll for are infinitely more interesting to me than the story party members.
Oh yeah.
Like, there are so many times of like, what do you mean they're not in the main story? I hate this.
I mean, that was already a problem for me with Persona, where a whole bunch of the social links more interesting than the party members.
You can just say Persona 4, it's fine.
Nah, it's also a Persona 5. I would way rather have 50 join the party than half the actual Phantom Thieves.
I just like making fun of the investigation team.
Yeah.
I saw someone, there was like a tweet yesterday where it was like, could the investigation team catch light from Death Note? And every single reply is, are you fucking crazy? They barely got
Well, you'll have your fill of chances to make fun of Persona 4 in just a year or two.
Oh, I'm gonna be knee deep.
I have to say, I do like the owl more than Morgana already.
Oh yeah.
Just as a design.
I think that owl only gets a name in the English server, because in the Chinese one it was just owl with no name.
Hang on, let's get another look at this. Is this seat by the window, second from the back?
Oh, you know it is, baby. Come on.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Is she a party member, please?
Yeah. In true like gacha and Persona fan fashion, I saw someone in Blue Sky earlier just complaining immediately that they couldn't go into the teacher. Just like, this is like the second scene in the game. Like, calm down.
I'm doing it right now. If you want to talk like full gacha greeting,
now normally in Persona games I bother to use the canon name, but I appreciate that they just give you the name here.
He does have a canon name. I don't remember what it is.
They just said it's
if I ever end up playing this,
Kumi Tiyama. Oh no, that was her name.
No, that's her. That's her name.
Okay.
I cannot get over how that first
it gives me a suggested name. Nagisa Kamisira. I'll just roll with that then.
Aurelus name. It's a very Soji Sato name.
I'll take it. I just appreciate not having to go to like a fucking wiki or a manga to get a canon name.
Oh god, yeah, and it's... Hey, Persona 6, can you please just do that so I don't have to deal with the inevitable shit fit like a year later when a spin-off gives the real name?
Didn't they like make up another name for the Persona 3 protag just so that there's even more arguing to be done?
No, it's because the stage plays all change the name every single performance. If I remember correctly, there was like something with the P3 stage play where
Yeah.
you could submit your own name and they'll pull
The
out the
aquarium
hat
is a
and
good
use it
velvet
for a
room gimmick.
performance.
I like this.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one. They recast Igor, or is he still using archive audio?
He hasn't said much distinct yet, so we'll see how much the attendant does the talking for him.
These are all lines I recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been playing P4 recently, just because it's the only Persona game I have on my Xbox. Yeah, no. Did he say her name? Or was that only in the text? I don't know. But yeah, the P3 stage play, it was like, submit your name and we might use it for one of the performances, like they would change it every performance, so...
oh, that's very on brand.
I mean, they do it for the female protagonists too, because the stage plays, they alternate protagonists as well between the male protagonist and the female one.
That's a fun way to do it.
Yeah, and women are submitting. I know. I
suppose Metaphor at least has a canon name, so that's something.
I know for a fact that women are watching those performances because every woman in the audience started clapping and cheering when Mitsuru showed up in the P4 Ultimax play in her like black cat suit.
Of course.
It was all women, and I'm like, based? Because it was specifically the end of the show when they're doing a fucking DreamWorks dance number together. I fell down the stage play rabbit hole like a year or two ago. I watched like a bunch of it, even unsubtitled. There's some shit in there, bro.
I did as well, but not any more recently than when they stopped doing the movies. So.
Ah yeah. No, there was one like one of the P3 shows where Shinji's playing with Koromaru and Fuka walks in on him. And as Shinji slowly turns around, it starts playing Mass Destruction. And the battle menu, because they project like the game UI for like fights and stuff, and they start projecting the battle menu.
That's not the front row.
Just Chie and Anne.
You see, I left the future plans blank because I'm planning to kill myself.
Ah, true. The protagonist and her are like the most P5 OC character designs, I think.
Yeah. I also like how it's just always really obvious who's the main character, not because they're just not wearing the standard uniform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I should got the evil glasses also. But yeah, so because I did follow this game a bit when it was in beta as well, I've also seen some story changes and stuff get made.
Ah.
In earlier beta builds, you could go to LeBlanc, and Sojiro was not there and was replaced by a woman in her early 20s who was running the shop, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, gotcha. Hell yeah. I've been told in the recent build / final version that woman is moved to a different new shop, and LeBlanc is now owned by Sojiro again, although he doesn't appear in the game. It's just like, no, he's off screen. He's off screen, guys. Okay. We're not putting an old guy in this, though. I say that, but one of the gacha party members in this is a 75-year-old woman. So maybe the elderly are okay.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's also they probably do have more trouble with that, less like bringing in established characters. Because I remember Arxis, they talked a lot about how they had to they fought to put Dojima in Arena, and that was never going to happen.
I wanted Dojima with Nanako as the assist. I'm so mad.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes we just gotta blame Atlas.
Joker was also supposed to be a character in Ultimax. There's announcer callouts for P5 Hero in Ultimax's files.
Yeah. Oh, I like drawing the objective in on the chalkboard. That's nice.
Yeah. These uniforms have no swag. I'm sorry. Now, once again, as someone who really likes Persona 5, I'm probably going to call out some a lot of thematic things when I'm seeing this. I don't think Beneath the Mask fits this character.
Yeah, at least until we see more about him. But then again, we've also just had a recent, much worse example of misusing old themes in the fucking Devil May Cry show, so...
And what if Devil Trigger starts playing in this?
Yeah. No, that would be the equivalent if they just start playing like Rivers in the Desert and it's just him like getting on the subway.
You can just go. There's space between them. Yeah, it should be one of the daytime themes if they're gonna reuse P5 tracks. Yeah, like the gacha party members in this get a little out there. One of them's straight up a fictional character in universe.
That's actually pretty funny. I suppose in the metaverse it makes sense.
Yeah, it's yeah, because the gacha party members, they're canonically just cognitions. Some of them are people you meet in the real world, so it is literally the thing you want, kind of the thing you want. If I wish the social link was a party member. So it's kind of like, what if Hifumi's cognition was in your party, but she wasn't?
Yeah, no. And you get like the funny context of it kind of being like maximum parasocial.
Oh yeah. Especially because...
No, you and me, you don't understand. In my dreams, we totally hung out together.
Especially because my favorite party member is the middle-aged like mother, and who's like a friend of your parents. It's like, why are Mr. Wonder, protagonist of P5X? Why are you imagining a family friend as a 20-year-old guy in like goth makeup and stuff? Don't worry about it. This is the most student council president girl I've ever seen in my life.
That's the bangs. Yes, thank you for saving my life by mentioning that I can walk down the stairs.
He wouldn't even need to squeeze past them. There was so much space.
Yes, remember that you can stand up to mean women like standing in front of the stairs. Perhaps you could even use your gumption to push them down the stairs, like a certain villain.
There's a scene in the first chapter of Chainsaw Man Part 2 that's a lot like this.
Now, see, something I have a morbid curiosity about, but I really shouldn't bother to actually check out, would be to go back to the fucking, like, SMT if MMO.
Oh god.
I'm sure that's a time.
Yeah, Wonder has no aura with that take your time thing. Yeah, so it's not just a retextured Shujin then, it is actually slightly different. Because I was starting to think, like, is this just Shujin with, like, some colours swapped?
Yeah. I mean, like, a lot of, like, Japanese schools and, like, Asian schools in general have similar building layouts, but still.
Oh yeah, I'm just...
Yeah. That was one of the funny things with my mum getting to university when I was growing up as a mature student, and then I went to a completely different uni. It was like, oh, a number of these buildings are just built by the same company, obviously, because I know the exact layout of this entire building. I recognise that roof.
You can give accurate call-outs.
Yeah, I've already got the map knowledge.
Exactly.
Except in Sussex, that's the art department building, and then up here it was actually the computing building.
Oh god, the at my high school, the little
Yeah, better leave them alone. They're squatting.
Hallway. You didn't go in that computing hallway. It was nefarious back there at my school. I don't know what it is about. I think it was in like kind of a weird blind spot of teachers. So if you just went there, you were gonna get jumped. Oh yeah.
Can't use the stairs.
I've seen that there's like resale posters in a few places, but they also have that fucking girl from P4 Dancing. I always forget her name.
Oh, this is a lot, actually.
Oh my god. Is that Kent? Do they have Kent in this game?
Yeah.
Nottingham, what?
Yeah. Actually, Shimo Kitazawa, where we are first. Obviously, we're gonna go to Shibuya.
Yeah, Shibuya, Yongen-Shire,
Guru, Akihabara.
Yeah, a lot of these are new. I'm trying to check the ones that aren't. I forget the name. I don't think they have the new area from Royal.
Yeah.
It's not on this map.
It's also pretty funny that the Chinese game would add Chinatown.
Oh! Yeah.
Oh, for a second I thought it was the guy who was walking that I had it prompt on. Go, student. Okay,
You know,
let's use the wheel stairs.
once again, one of the Gacha party members is a Chinese exchange student.
I mean, that's fun.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
She actually has one of my favorite Phantom Thief designs, including the original game.
Yeah. I would say also the benefit of this being a Chinese-made game is that they can do that, and then unlike Yakuza or like if it was actually made by Atlas, we don't have to have the whole story be about, no, she's like an actual human. Because that's always Kiryu's thing, which is like, oh wow, like Chinese people are not monsters. Who knew?
They did the like the thing that Hoyo does as well, where here's a random animated short that were released on like a Thursday night for no reason.
Oh yeah.
That Chinese girl is one of the only Gacha party members to get one. She got her own little short.
Makes sense.
It's literally just her trying to get to the airport to celebrate like Lunar New Year with her family back in China, missing the plane, and then Wonder, the hero that he celebrates with her.
Oh, so was it like a New Year's post?
Yeah, it was like a Lunar New Year thing.
Yeah, then that definitely makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Okay, I went to go look up the party member I'm talking about, and I'm seeing alternate costumes. That's how they're getting even more Gacha money, because I was like, they gotta run out of characters to add eventually, right?
Oh yeah.
At least at like a consistent rate. No, there we go. There's her in a slinky dress.
I mean, that's one thing that the Hoyo games are actually kind of weirdly slow about, is they really don't do costumes like more than like once or twice a year at all. And it's actually one of the complaints that people have is actually we want more cosmetics, like fucking give us some.
I do like her persona design as well, actually. Oh, and the alt costume gives her different all-out attack art, of course. Yeah, I'll just post like her normal design Phantom Thief outfit, and then like the dress outfit.
She did not seem like she was okay.
No, she's fine. She's fine. Not my problem.
I'm sure it'll be plot relevant. Oh!
Wait, her Phantom Thief Her Phantom Thief name's just Rin. Oh. Oh, this is just like GTA San Andreas.
Yes,
just like what happened to Mad
like
Dog.
Penacony. So I had to say it.
So true.
Hey, a bored-looking woman sees a suicide attempt. It's like, yeah, mood.
Yeah, it's not a thing to look for. Are we just gonna do like P3 spot or something? Is that what this is? Also, that Idle Stance Wonder is doing is reused from P5. Hell yeah. Reuse those assets.
I mean, the police actually got there pretty damn quick. Yeah.
It's Japanese police, so they'll show up and go, I don't know, and then just leave.
Alexa, play Devil Trigger.
Seeing that Owls reminded me of like this fucking Persona themed tabletop thing I did like 6 years ago. We had a fucking raccoon as our mascot for our group.
That's funny.
That was fucking fun. Yeah. I remember it was just like a discussion of like, what the fuck animal have they not done in the games? It's like, someone just said, I don't know, a raccoon.
Yep.
I know, like, oh, the masses are apathetic and everything, but like, I feel like an owl would draw more attention on train than Morgana would.
Oh no, it's Uber
Hey,
Eats.
yo. Oh my god. The real evil!
Why is he driving his bicycle?
Getting jumped by the Uber Eats is crazy.
On the bike, even.
He popped Ether Shroud, it's just like COD Zombies.
I'm not sure if I like how it looks like he's wearing glasses that are part of his face.
I mean, I don't know if you knew this, but Morgana's wearing a mask.
I mean, yeah, but it looks like a mask. This is just like...
I mean, most people I say that I mentioned...
This is just like his bone structure formed glasses.
Owls are just horrible creatures when you look at them too closely. So,
I mean, yeah, I've seen owls like eating mice. They do weird shit. But...
Exactly. They're weird creatures.
Nagisa.
My name is Hamas.
Not in this game, it isn't.
Oh, that's... Huh. I got told they were changing the name of the owl for the English version, but no, it's still Lefel. I got told it was Lefay now in English, but I guess not.
Anime fans are spreading misinformation about localization. Tell us all this time.
I mean, I liked Lefay personally, but yeah.
人々の集合的無意識、要は大衆の心の世界といえば伝わるか？今現実世界では様々な欲望が失われつつあり、
Mood.
この世界が まがまがしくも崩壊しそうな形容をしているのもそのせいだ。まさにお前が今抱いている知りたいという欲望もそうだが、それらもすべて
It'll be really funny if like the team behind this and Atlas didn't communicate well enough, and then like the P6 collab ends up in this game before the game's announced.
That would be pretty funny. It would be like when Star Wars Episode 3 was coming out and you could just like see the entire story in video game form before the film came out.
Yeah. Like, and explicitly just the game acts like you know who the P6 protagonist is.
I mean, Fire Emblem was a little bit like that by having Corrin in before Fates was localized.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with Persona 6. I didn't think I had that long to wait when I beat P5, but it's been nearly like 8 years.
I mean, I was expecting it to be about a decade, so yeah.
5, the gap between 4 and 5 was like, well, there was weird development troubles with 5, so I thought it'd be a little quicker this time.
Yeah, you can kind of excuse it a bit as well,
Also,
but they had to learn how to develop for HD consoles, because like Persona 4 was noteworthy for coming out on the PS2 after the fucking PS2 was over.
Persona 4 came out on the PS2 in a post-Gears of War 2 world.
Yeah. If anything, it's amazing that Persona 5 managed to be a PS3 game, but still at least have a PS4 version.
Plus, like, we know that like they scrapped shit in P5 up until almost the 11th hour. Like, it originally had a completely different plot. Originally, you lived with Sai instead of Sojiro, which was weird. People got their hands on a beta build of P5 that was only from like a few months before release.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of that one.
Like September. And that version has like Nanako as a party member in the files. It also has models and concept art for a female version of Joker who looks way cooler than the male Joker.
Yeah, that was the main reason I saw that, was that definitely blew up and did the rounds.
Yeah, because she looks so cool. She was an actual delinquent, unlike male Joker.
Okay, so it's Apathy Syndrome.
Yeah, really tight ship on P6. The only real leak out of the rumor mill has been like they're doing the Mass Effect Andromeda thing and having like a male and female protagonist option, and the one you don't pick is in the game as an NPC.
I mean, that would be a little bit stereotypical at this point with the split protagonist thing, but I'll take it.
If it means I can play as a female protagonist, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Plus, I imagine if the other one is a party member, not like a non-party member wrestling or something, you could probably reuse a lot of the same anime cutscenes. Because then both protagonists would end up in the anime cutscenes. You want to spend more money on them. Because like, there's a lot of reasons why they haven't done FMC since P3 Portable. But like a big one is like, you know how expensive those anime cutscenes are? We refuse to stop doing them. We won't do in-engine cutscenes like a normal studio.
Yeah. But don't they like outsource a bunch of them to like Production IG or something as well?
Yeah, it is. But it's like still cost money, and it's like probably should have just done those in game. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
I would imagine a bunch of that is also just like some business familiarities, some buddies with someone.
Yeah, but like people always forget that not only was Femc like added as in Portable because there were no cutscenes in Portable, so it was easier. She was meant to be in original P3. She was cut like during development, so that was just them re-adding cut content. There is actually some very, very early test footage that looks way more Persona 2, but 3D. That seems to show like the female protagonist, but because it's very early on, it's just like black-haired boy and black-haired girl. The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you?
I suppose this fits in with the Aquarian theme for the Velvet Room as well, so...
Mm.
無欲は時に君が君自身を放棄することにもなりうる。自己を偽り忘却し。
Now, I'm hoping I'm wrong here, but I can definitely see this being one of those plot threads that they just leave hanging for an extended period of time. It's like, oh, something was stolen from you, we'll tell you one day.
Oh yeah, like no offense to you, my actual loving friend, but that's why I'm not planning on getting invested in this box. I know it will take literal years to go anywhere. Plus, if this game does well enough, I might never see an ending. Seeing Wonder sinking is just making me think of that Death Stranding 2 pretend that you won thing.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is inferior to base Persona 5 because there's no Ryuji in this scene.
Oh, 2D.
Ah. That's another thing we gotta ask. Are we gonna hit the point where these cutscenes just stop being a thing? Like, content update wise?
Maybe eventually.
It's probably already happened.
I like how the shadow's like, whoa!
Oh, that's
steady on,
fucked up,
buddy.
Bro. I know they need the P5 branding because it's big and all that, but anytime I see these like B-Tech versions of a scene from P5, all I can think is, I should have just made this a full spin-off. It's like, oh, it's set in the Persona universe, but it's not based on any particular game.
Yeah, just like Persona X instead of Persona 5X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the Phantom Thief outfits lend themselves well to like gacha design aesthetics, but you probably could have still had outfits like that without being explicitly P5.
I mean, I'm biased, but I would prefer P3 as a gacha, but still.
Well, you can get the P3 characters in the gacha now, at least for now.
They're not the main characters, but
I
I'll
think
take
they're
it.
drip feeding them the last I saw though. Like, I saw in the first thing, it was just the protagonist Yukari. And I'm seeing footage now of like, oh, now Akihiko can be rolled for and he's got some story stuff.
Yeah, I did see some tweets about Akihiko, and that's some stuff.
Yeah, the first tweet I saw was
if they add, I guess I will definitely like save up for that.
Oh god, I would do anything. I mean, they will add that, I guess. No chance they won't, but... Yeah, no, I only found out Akihiko was in this game because I saw some clip of him doing some, like, goofy comic relief scene, and some lady just quote tweeting it with, "I'm going to make him pregnant," or something.
Most normal
I was
Persona
like,
fan.
yeah, that's just... That's one way to find out Akihiko's in this game.
Hey, it only took 45 minutes to get to the second battle.
It's certainly faster than Persona 4.
あの敵をどうしてやりたい？その欲望を力に変えて。
Okay, so that's the name for ults, basically.
Yeah. I just call it Showtime. That's what the other games did.
Yeah, that's okay, but as crosscuts go, I've seen a lot better.
I just saw 3 different currencies. Let's go.
終わったな。順を追って手ほどきしてやるつもりだったが、まさか自分でペルソナを覚醒させるとは。
What is a persona?
そう、お前が先ほど見せたあの力のことだ。ペルソナとはもう一人の自分。自己の真の欲望と向き合うことで権限する。
It would be kind of interesting if they did a collab with Mainline, like SMT. Get like the Demi Fiend as a party member or something.
Yeah, or the Nahabino. Get your SMT5.
Would also lead to the hilarious moment of talking to the SMT protagonist. And he's like what do you mean you just have those? I just beat them up until they joined me. What the heck are shows? I think they also so they've done collabs quote unquote with P5 and 3. They also did Pizza Hut. I remember seeing artwork.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah. I think the artwork was also both Phantom Thief groups.
Although that might be one of those deals where the artwork's just for like a real life merchandise collab and not in game. Because they do those a lot.
I would want it to be recolors of their default outfits, just the Pizza Hut logo on the back. One good thing this game's given us is because the other protagonists are like characters, we actually get to hear them speak a lot, and it is very nice.
Hey, Pixie.
Get to hear Joker and Makoto actually. Of course, we have to open with her. But yeah, like there's this whole bit where you get introduced to Joker and he redoes Haru's introduction from P5 and calls himself Beauty Thief while Haru's indoor party. She's just begging him to stop. Like, please stop reminding me of this.
I do like the high five.
Yeah, that was in Royal as well, so... This game's also doing the thing that's really pissing me off with P5 spin-offs though, they added Akechi of course.
Yeah.
It's pre-reveal Akechi from the casino. It's never the Akechi I'd actually want to see. Like, Atlas pisses me off with that spoiler shit so much.
I will say it will be very funny if they do the thing in P4 that they just did with Rider, where it's just like, hey, here's just a DLC that just spoils the game for you.
Yeah.
You just want to know who did it.
What if you bought that DLC for a
Yeah.
What if you bought that DLC for a laugh when Revival comes out, you check it and it's not Adachi's name, it's someone else's?
Yeah, no, it would be like, hey, it's the gas station attendant. Hope you remember their name.
It's Yukiko. No, that's what they're gonna do in Revival. It's gonna be like Dead Rising 2 off the record when Sullivan gets shot by the new traitor. just Adachi's gonna heroically sacrifice himself,
止まれ。いるのは
and the
分かって
real
る。
killer will get him.
隠れているつもりなら無様だぞ。
I hope P4 Revival doesn't remake Adachi's portrait. He uses the same one from the PS2.
予想と違った。
That'd be funny.
こいつはわしが感知していたやつじゃない。
That's like the number one thing I keep seeing is they better not touch Adachi's portrait. I want everything to be HD except him. I did also see like a fan of like, here's what a P4 remake should look like, and it was like the photo from the end of the game, but it was like everyone was using their dancing models except Yukiko, who's using a PS3 model with the deadpan stare next to all these HD expressive models.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, so we're quickly waking up to justice.
It's like how every Risei cosplayer just takes the same photo of them staring at a fire alarm. Sometimes Persona fans can be funny, very occasionally.
It's been known to happen.
I do legitimately never get tired of the Risei cosplayers taking photos of themselves staring at fire alarms. It's a really good bit. The mantle of responsibility from Halo? Is this the Didact?
Oh?
That is the Didact. I remember him looking like that.
That's a pretty funny persona.
I'm still waiting for that Halo collab Atlas with Persona in general, but Master Chief must have his actual Halo built, no cell shading.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a new track.
I'm digging it. Yeah.
I can barely hear it because I'm having issues with the stream on my end.
Yeah. Let me see if I can adjust my quality settings. Nah, this is about as good as I can give, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, now it's muted, I think. But,
yeah, that's because I was tapped out. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so when I'm like in a
fine.
different window, it kills the sound. It doesn't have background audio.
I can't wait to see this exact hour of events play out in episode 6 before we get to the actual interesting stuff. I love this series, but God, I'm not gonna be looking forward to the. Did you know you can block? Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe we like Far Cry 5 and then we'll get the mascot saying, don't worry, I'm not going to tell you how to block or anything. That would be silly. I think this series could take more cues from Far Cry.
Yeah. We're gonna go all-out attack? Yeah, we are.
Yeah. I still want some mug people in this game.
Go Beyond is a pretty good name for it.
Yeah. The all-out attack really looks like a Phantom Thief OC. Oh.
やるじゃないか。見事なとどめだったぞ。この戦いは 理想外だったがな。
Level what?
理想外だよ。思いのほかという意味だ。さ、最近の人間は
There's probably some very funny porn from Japanese there.
Probably.
私の知識も改める必要があるな。あわよくば、例のやつとの鉢合わせを期待したのだが。
Oh, I guess he's supposed to be talking archaic. That's not really coming across here.
Yeah.
They did the same thing in Persona 5 where in Japanese Morgana's supposed to be talking like an old-timey knight, and then that just never happens in the English version apart from the whole Lady Anne thing.
Yeah. Which just makes him come off more like a Sen.
Yeah.
Which he is, but...
シャドウ、いや、あのシャドウからは敵意を感じないな。
Which currency will you take?
シャドウにはまだ謎も多い。姿形は決まっておらず、好戦的なものもいれば、人間に好意的なものもいる。奴らは強い欲望に惹かれ。
Also, if the Shadow's a woman, for some reason they always act skanky. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah. Ask Atlas.
どうやらわしらにあの品々を売りつけたいようだ。時間があるときに立ち寄ってやる。先を急ぐぞ。
I'm not gonna pretend
I
that
wanna see the
Shadow
shop.
Sai isn't the best design
そ
they've
の
ever
欲
had,
望は
though.
結構だが、今は脱出が最優先だ。
Fuck off, Lufel. Let me shop.
No, I won't. It is funny to me that, like, in early versions of this game, they were gonna sell retailers of cats. Like, it's not just that purple and like, there was like a blue Akechi and stuff. And it's... I kind of wish we'd gotten that.
I guess P5 did technically do that with like the fucking tartan recolors of old personas. You can get your
Yeah, but, like,
P5'd
they
up
did the party
Thanatos,
members.
etc.
説明してやろう。異世界ではわしらの強き欲望が
Oh,
作用さ
it
れ
was
て。
Izanagi that just like broke the game's balance in Royal.
Yeah.
いや、初めましてな顔をするんじゃ
Well, I remember like Messiah was also quite pay to win because it was a level 99 persona, so you could just like keep rebuying it and then just feed it into your personas to just level them up.
I think Messiah was one of the ones you had to buy though, because in the Western release, Japanese players were not this fortunate. They gave all the vanilla DLC in Royal, so I only had like Thanatos and everything.
Yeah.
Which that is so fucked up, remembering that. It's like if you were a Japanese player, yeah, you had to buy all the costume and Persona DLC.
It was very Atlas of them. That's also partly why I'm just not gonna engage with Persona 6 for at least 3 years.
I'm gonna be. I will fall for it again award. I will win the award.
I mean,
certain
they're
franchises
promising
where I
they
will-
won't do it for Metaphor, and then as soon as like a few weeks after Metaphor released, people were just already just like, oh yeah, here's all the cut content, here's all like the unfinished stuff, here's all the stuff that they would probably do if they actually do a re-release of it. So we'll see if that goes anywhere.
I mean, people are coping hard that like no, they're gonna do that with P3 Reload. We're gonna get the FMC version for full price. It's like I'm still waiting.
I would rather they didn't, but yeah, this could have been a DLC. And at least for SMT, you could just play it as a separate campaign, I guess. So.
Have you seen people convinced that they're gonna sell P4 Golden content as DLC for Revival?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Like, there was no good reason for the answer to be a DLC, but it was anyway.
That one's at least like a separate campaign you select. I don't mean like greed-wise, I mean logistically.
Yeah.
Like, the golden content is integrated more into the main game than, like, any of the Royal or FES stuff was.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in this day and age, it's just a miracle that Atlas doesn't expect you to just delete your save anymore.
I'm picturing, like, you playing Revival, you go to talk to Mary, and then just a store pop-up appears telling you, buy gold and you can't do the social link.
So we're already being told to go to sleep. That's on brand.
Should have been a pigeon instead of an owl.
Girl called right.
Oh, I love Persona temp names.
I am liking these in-world mission objectives.
Yeah.
RPG mode. Action wheel.
Can I use a Wii remote? Ah!
Login bonus.
I'm getting bad flashbacks to when I looked up footage of Dead by Daylight Mobile.
Level up materials, currency, weapon materials, skill materials. Oh, of course, then you level all the personas separately and all the weapons separately. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And don't forget, there's like 30 party members. LTMs? Well, you just do an all-out attack in public.
Yeah. I mean, it's very important to be able to bring your guard up when you're at the train station. You never know when it could go down.
I don't think you could get the camera at that angle in P5, but you could in Strikers. Speaking of Strikers, this is a very Strikers-esque menu.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that's also the real dark pattern they have there. Is you get your once a day free daily, so you have to go into the shop, look at the options.
Also, is it just me, or does she have a different cel-shading style to everyone else? She looks like a Fortnite skin.
Yeah. Well, at least in this menu, she looked relatively normal in the metaverse.
Yeah, she did. It's just in this menu, she looks like a Fortnite cel-shaded skin.
Okay, get my launch bonuses. An outfit. Profiles. Oh, I get a selector for a free weapon. I will wait until I know about the weapons that I actually want.
I think there was a Morgana weapon in there, which is interesting.
Jack Frost, Metaphor Slugger.
I've seen like mechanic spoilers in here as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, one of my favourite party member designs was in that image. Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's how I
Chap saw a white-haired girl and said she was the best design. Many such cases.
Where do I change his outfits?
Probably at home, I imagine.
Maybe.
It seems like something they'd do. Oh.
Cards, materials, other. This UI is better than Persona 5's, but it's still not going to be great as soon as I have like more than 10 things. which is definitely going to happen.
I don't know if it's like implemented or anything, but I did see something like some footage a while ago that I would actually like Atlus to include in an actual Persona game, just this, where they had actual maps for like the club activities and stuff, which was like, it'd be nice if the main games did that.
Yeah.
Like the music club had like, the music club was funny because it just recalled the mechanics from P5 Dancing, like the same UI.
Oh, let's see how much I can explore. I should go quite a bit further before I hit the invisible wall than I expected.
Yeah, this is a way bigger area than it should be. I think I'm seeing some reused assets from the Shido flashback in that street.
Nobody to talk to yet.
I'm sure Takemi will show up. I'm coping.
I mean, that seems like easy fan service, so...
I know, I'm shocked that I've not seen anything about Takemi being in this game. I guess they are really convinced we don't give a shit about the non-party members. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to turn those characters into party members, since it's an alternate universe. Give me my Takemi party member.
Wait.
Granted, I don't think a Takemi party member would look nearly as good as like all the fan designs I've seen of that
Trash
concept. Oh, it's me for real.
I need a screenshot of this.
Me on God.
Burnable garbage is collected every Wednesday and Thursday.
I'll burn my own garbage, thank you. Also, that's Sojo's house, reused.
Yep. Fast travel unlocked.
This is what I mean about, I don't think Beneath the Mask works. This guy's got a house, man. Joker didn't have a house.
Oh.
Joker's living in an attic filled with, like, mold.
Cook if I have ingredients. Thanks for the mechanic spoilers. It's nondescript PlayStation. Can't read the game box, but...
Well, Joker had to play on like a bootleg NES. That he had to find.
Got some kind of PS4 Pro looking box, but with like a PS2 looking plug. Yeah.
Yeah, when you explored Ryuji's room in P5 Dancing, he had like a way more out there looking console. It actually looked a lot like a 360 if I remember correctly. Ryuji was an X-Pro the whole time. Then again, if any Persona character was going to be one of the 3 Xbox owners in Japan, it would probably be Ryuji.
He does have the look.
Ryuji and Junpei, those are like the only 2 known at Xbox.
さよう。あなた様は以前にもここを訪れている。
I was about to ask, like, I wonder if Ryuji preferred Halo or Gears, but then I said no, Gears. He was definitely a Gears player.
そしてこれからも幾度となく訪れると申し上げておく。今のあなた様はご自宅で就寝中。
What does Igor even
それを
do?
承知していながら恐れ入るが、主からのお言葉をご案内させていただく。
一刻も早く君に忠
He's the
告
hype
させ
moments
て
in
い
Aura
ただ
guy,
き
but without the hype moments. He's just all in Aura.
その前に感謝申し上げるよ。君は私に別の可能性を見せてくれた。
That's a new line. He does sound different from old Igor, so this might actually be a new voice actor.
感謝。
Yeah, I don't know the Japanese voice very well, so.
そのまま受け取ってくれて構わない。
Igor's like one of the few Japanese Persona VAs I actually know the voice.
君の見出した可
The
能
other one
性
is Sumire in the Japanese version of P5 Oil, but that's just because I was so I watched a lot of those Japanese.
誰もが当然に持ちうる思想ゆえに最も防出される原始的欲求とも言えよう。その溢るる活力は自分以外の他者にさえ
Gross.
忘れていた欲望を呼び起こす可能性を秘めている。
So does actual main character syndrome.
いずれ訪れる君との別れがとても残念でならない。
あなた様は破滅すると申し上げておく。
Anoke, the destruction. Ruin author.
Hex Ruin from Dead by Daylight?
君のこと忘れたくない。
忠告すると言ったはずだよ。先ほども言った別の可能性。欲望を抱く者同士が関わり、それを育み合う相互作用。君はすでに私にそれを見せようとしてくれている。
My brain is broken because when you said you've already proven this to be true, I just pictured that text box, but it has the Morgan Freeman true image instead of the
今は理解できなくてもいい。
true.
だが君が破滅を受け入れがたい
He's
と思
true,
う
you
なら
know.
かような世界にありながら欲望を抱ける者たちを見つけ、君の中にある欲望を鍛えるといい。ということでメロペ、彼のサポートを、役割は理解しているね。
コンシェルジュを務めますメロペと申し上げておく。今宵はここまでと申し上げておく。
またお目にかかりたいものだね。
Okay. I can see that already being their
The
way
fact
of
is-
getting around the calendar system.
Yeah,
おはよう。
yeah, just.
You gotta have it go forever.
Today, tomorrow.
おはよう。
Yeah, because like when this game was announced, all I could think was this seems like a very
起きて早々に恐れ入るが
odd fit for a gacha, mechanically.
約束したからな。
I mean, for a gacha, not so much. Just the bit where it has to go indefinitely.
詳しく話すと
Everything else is
Yeah,
eminently
it was-
doable on a phone.
目覚まし
No, I just meant like
というこ
the
とは
calendar system and everything. Once again, when it was first announced.
お前には
like social
学
links
生
and
という
stuff.
本分もあるだろうし、学びの欲望を阻害することはわしもしたくない。
I mean, it's funny to reverse engineer that stuff, but on the other hand, it's also pretty easy to just like unloop that from any kind of actual limitations and just make it a more casual thing.
Yeah. Honestly, they should just made a Catherine gacha instead. You just roll for different women named Catherine. Who's your favorite Catherine? I'm waiting for the Catherine banner personally.
Oh, I prefer Ren. And of course, shoutouts to everyone's favorite case of fucking dead naming in that game as well. The fucking credits.
Oh, I should probably get round to playing Catherine May, but...
See, it was annoying because for like the first like 5 or so years of fucking Catherine discourse, everyone goes like, "Oh, Erica's like the best trans representation." Just like, not really. Like, you like her because she's charismatic and she's like charming, but then everything about how she's handled in the narrative treats her as if, oh, it's actually objectively wrong that she's trans. It's just like, oh, this seems problematic. And then, like, every scene that they talk about her, but she's not there, they're just talking shit about her behind her back. And I was like, well, this is, like, not a great vibe for it if people are only ever nice about her when she's in front of them.
Erica's one of the best written trans characters ever, the ever ominous full body.
Yep.
Personally, I think more games need to have like a re-release that adds. That's new.
Okay.
Not mentioning tarot cards. Oh, I noticed.
No, of course I would.
Yeah, no tarot.
Yeah. Well, tarot cards. There's a finite amount of them. What are you gonna do? Stop making up tarots?
That's what I was about to say. There's only so many, and they limit what kinds of personality traits we can have.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Tarots are really overrated in video games. There's a lot of people making a big fuss about the fact that like Wooly didn't do all the tarot collections in fucking Cyberpunk, and it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, some of the art's cool, but you really don't need the tarot card bullshit in Cyberpunk. You just don't.
I think the Arcana stuff is a cool thematic thing for this franchise.
Yeah. But if I was doing it, I would just abstract the Arcanas out to be something more along the lines of like a class for like characters to fit into than one each.
Yeah, because I was about to bring up in re-releases when they go for the really obscure cards from certain decks because they're running out.
Yeah, no, just immediately allow people to double up on them and then just start associating gameplay mechanics with them. It's like, hey, like you already do with the personas anyway, so.
And then Royal just straight up made up a card. The Counselor Arcana is not a real one in any deck.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can just scroll through them.
Oh yeah.
I can't click them, but I can see them.
I saw my favorite party member in there. Hell yeah.
Well,
there
I guess we'll be able to click on them later.
Oh, so the Chinese girl does have a link then. I don't recall.
I forgot.
That's my bio, right down to the Phantom Thief occupation. Will Cap get a real job? No. swear like half the Persona 4 posts I see these days are just people making fun of Chie for being unemployed.
Yeah.
Which is a deserving fate.
I mean, better that than a cop.
Yeah. It's just that thing where it's like people just...
I am kind of impressed that this is a real reflection.
Oh yeah, no, Jesus. Yeah, like that fan art where it was like Halloween and Yosuke had a job application on his face, and she just runs off screaming.
Oh, okay. So we get the sports uniform.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer the town outfit.
Where's
Can I
the
oh, I can
Grove Street
preview the other
outfit?
ones I don't have.
Oh, you can also mix and match them.
Yeah.
There's separate options. Is this the next Saints Row?
Yes.
You see, I would just try and make the most ill-matching outfit possible with like the mix and match. Also, I just noticed the blue town outfit had recolors.
Yeah.
Can you dress him up as Master Chief? This is an important question.
Not yet. Just the one glove. Oh, and you change the loungewear separately. But there's only 2. Oh, that's good though. How do I get this? Start event bonus rewards? So I'm guessing I'm going to get this at some point for playing at launch.
Weird how that. Yeah. They already have an in-universe panda mascot. I don't know why they came up with a different one though.
I would probably just stick with the default panda look. Okay, so 4 colors. I'm kind of like the default.
Oh, I didn't know Elizabeth Maxwell played Evelyn in ZCZ. I should probably play ZCZ.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good
Oh
in that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Maxwell is always good. Like in Persona 5. And Ruby.
Who the
Oh,
fuck are
oh
you?
god, it's her! I'm starting to get attention.
そんな大人っぽい言葉遣いするようになったのね。しばらく見ない間にイケメンになっちゃってて。
Sus? Sus?
覚えてない？
This game doesn't have romance mechanics, sadly. I mean, thankfully.
It's for the best.
ご近所さんなんだけどね。
Even if it did, they made a big point. I remember that this woman is married with children. Granted, that doesn't stop a lot of things, but I feel like that was also to shut people like me down.
I think there's a lot of people who would just be encouraged by that.
Well, yeah, but I feel
Hmm.
I would not let it stop me if I had the means. But it is a clear sign of intention that degenerates like me need to go. So I remember in the beta, she had a completely different design. Oh yeah, I forgot she's cringe. I forgot she's cringe.
I mean, she is a boomer, so.
She's actually 42, 43, if I remember correctly.
Japan could never.
No, they did give her age. It's like early 40s.
No, if an Atlas dev pitched this, then he'd just be obliterated on the spot.
Yeah. I still think it's cowardly that her Phantom Thief form is her in her 20s. Cowards. I hate them. But yeah, I remember in like very early betas for this, she had a completely different design. She was wearing like a kimono and everything.
That's a bit
More
much.
traditional looking. Doesn't really fit the personality she's given either. I think it was always a placeholder design though, because I think it's used somewhere else as well for like a random NPC. Well, I'm not
Yeah,
following
for an
this game
NPC you don't
too
have to interact
closely.
with, you can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, no, I mean like that kimono version of her, I think was just her using someone else's model, because it only lasted like one beta.
Yeah.
Don't think she had a portrait yet or anything.
They're gonna do the thing where this guy was secretly the stairs pusher. You just have a chance encounter with him.
And that stair pusher, Toru Adachi.
Yeah. He specifically targets people who are carrying babies.
Beast mode. He's getting overcome with the urge to push her.
It would be funny if there was actually no metaverse bullshit going on and he was just an incel. It's like, oh, how are we gonna use the magic powers to fix this guy? You're just like, oh no, he's just fucked.
I did always want there to be a target in P5 that you just beat up in a car park.
Yeah.
I wonder if one of those girls is a party member.
Nah, no way.
Oh, this is reminding me of like in the Persona 5 art book, they make a point that Anne owns a PlayStation Vita.
Yeah. That's funny.
Which is that's the funniest art book lore I've ever found. We don't know if she's kind. Could be anyone. She looks like she stabbed someone with scissors.
Oh great, we get to steal from her. All the cowards.
I was hoping this game would have just robbery as a mechanic.
See, you're out here helping people, I'm out here profiting.
I want to like corner a rich couple in an alleyway and gun them down in front of their kid.
Oh man, he's so NPC he doesn't even have a voice actor.
Oh, so NPC his P5 as well.
Yeah.
I had someone sat next to me on the bus leave their phone behind the other day. I was like, oh, you're probably not good day in a few minutes.
Yeah. You see, in a parody, this would be the exact point where you get the social link one she will now die for you screen.
Oh no, it's P5, we take it slow, it's only baton pass. That's an odd name.
Kokatsu.
No. Stole it. We were talking about like the custom uniforms thing in anime before, and it's reminded me of like the hyper specific one that bothers me. It's like, okay, they're wearing like a t-shirt or a sweater or whatever, that's their normal clothes. It's the ones who have like a variant that no one else wears that bother me.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, well, that is the uniform, but only you wear that version of it. What's the deal?
Yeah, no, it's so funny. Even Expedition 33 has that going on, where you're at the beginning of the game, where you've got like all your expeditioners standing around. Just like, oh, I can see the two of you that are going to be real characters.
Yeah, like Makoto in P5, she wears a waistcoat.
Yeah.
The uniform does not have a waistcoat. Why does she have a like? It's still clearly the uniform, but why does she have a different version of it?
It's the special main character uniform.
That doesn't make sense. There is actually cut dialogue in P5 Royal. It was supposed to have the party member dialogue for wearing the DLC outfits and stuff, where they would like talk about what they were wearing. And it is mentioned in one of those cut pieces of dialogue that Shujin has some very lax uniform standards compared to most schools.
I mean, for some of them they would have to be, for where you're just like allowed to wear a sweater over it, or just not wear the jacket.
Yeah, no, exactly. I had this one teaching assistant in high school who would just lose it if tucked. Untucked shirts set her off really bad.
Oh no, it's the shover.
Oh, this game should have had the grabber in it. That would have made it so much better.
Or the unknown. He hides behind the mirror.
You've seen my dog? Why does she keep getting evil portraits out of nowhere?
I mean, when the teacher asks you to answer the question, that is pretty evil.
It is. Apple?
Yeah.
It's just like Portal 2.
It is always funny when people invoke that saying, but they're always doing it in such a way, just like, so, it's just a couple of bad apples, so we should do nothing. It's just like, actually, I think the saying is that you're supposed to get rid of the bad apples before they ruin the other ones.
We're not gonna have the whole class go, I guess he isn't a degenerate who'll die alone in a gutter and overdosing. This isn't Persona 5 at all.
We're gonna have to nominate someone else for that category in the yearbook.
Most likely to overdose on fentanyl. His name, Junpei Iori, who's been held back for the past 8 years.
I do love how kind of washed up he is in Arena. Even if he does have like a semi-successful career.
Junpei's just that one scene of Otto. Now I drive the silver.
Yeah. Well, hey, he's holding down a relationship, so props to him on that. That's better than most Persona characters.
He's made it further than Yukari. Now who's laughing? Oh, the large male student first line was at least it's lunch.
Yep.
What did they mean by this?
Yeah. That reminds me of something else that I'm like especially not a fan of in Fire Emblem is how tropey you can get. Like there's this one character in like Three Houses who is of course like a larger character, so he's very hungry and he eats a lot. And it's literally, I don't think there's a single scene that manages to go by where he doesn't talk about food or eating. They were just like, did it really have to be every scene? Yeah. Just...
That's my Simpsons JRPG. Shit, I was doing on GTA.
Actually, yeah, like we went into the metaverse, but for people in the real world, what actually happened to end that situation?
Judging by main P5, you literally faded from existence in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
Because you get to see what that looks like briefly in P5.
He just charged us on his bike and then he left.
He charged you on his bike, and from everyone else's perspective, he hit you so hard you disintegrated.
Good old public shaming.
What if it was the Riddler? It should be the Riddler from the Batman.
I mean, this game could actually use something like Riddler trophies to spruce up the open world a bit.
Yeah, but it needs Paul Dano Riddler specifically. It needs to be live streamed.
Yeah. Terminal Doom Scrawler.
Maybe that's why Hamas is banned, because they're gonna introduce them later on as an
Oh yeah.
like you can't name your Fallout 4 character the same name as an NPC.
Yeah, you see,
like,
you see, like
won't
Persona
say it.
5's actual problem was that it opened too strong by having like the biggest and like most interesting target be the first one. So that's why they're holding it close
Yeah.
to their chest for this to surprise you when the final target who's hot yet still is fucking Netanyahu.
But yeah, no, it was all foreshadowing. You can't say your name, same as an NPC in Fallout 4.
Yeah, the Phantom
can't
Thieves
spoil
will
that
deliver
Hamas
a
will
two-state
show-
solution. It's the only way.
As a cruise missile from Iran's selection.
下手な芸能人とかよりもチャンネル登録者数すごいらしくてさ、こんな感じのサイト。
That's an oddly specific idiom.
じゃなくて、君に聞きたいことあるんだけど、昨日どうやって渋谷まで行ったの？
I mean, the game forced me to go there, so...
消えたよね。
Okay, so we literally did just disappear.
Yeah, like I said, in base
Yeah.
P5 you see it. Like,
Yeah,
feels
but it's just
exposed.
weird to have them acknowledge it. They're just like, so why did you just like fade into thin air? We're just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, like Kenshi had photos of you disappearing.
今朝の母と同じクラスだったんだ。改めてだけど、定期拾ってくれてありがとう。私、
What if that isn't a custom, like, pink
I know, she got a
uniform and
name.
it just-
親友ってとこかな。よろしく
No.
ね。
Well, like, what if she just left it in the wash with...
ともこと君、知り合いだったんだ。
It's like when Homer had that pink shirt and everyone thought he was gay.
Yeah.
もしかして話の邪魔しちゃった？別に。
Persona really needs to take more from The Simpsons, is my point
購買も込むかなって
today.
やっぱそんな時間経ってた？だいぶ遅れた。これ多分激混みだ。ごめんね、急に変なこと言って。行こう、タマコ。
Nope, she had the app on her phone already.
She also has the NHL app and Reddit.
That's funny.
Also, I feel like if I played this, I'd probably have a really jarring moment. The original P5 cast show up banner stuff. Because I'm
Yeah.
already hitting the point where I'm forgetting that this is a game with, like, Anne in it originally.
先に購買に行っちゃって。お弁当も持ってきてるのにね。なんだか現役時代を思い出しちゃうな。
Before she stopped playing? Playing what?
She played Dead by Daylight.
Baseball, the most Japanese of pastimes.
いろいろ理由があって辞めちゃったけど、それ以来ずっと元気がなかったんだけど。
Wait, is she female
最
Ryuji?
近少しずつ明るくなってくれてて嬉しい。
Is she the best character?
もしかしたらそれ、席が近くの君のおかげかもね。私はただそばにいることしかできなかったから。ってごめん、引き止めちゃった。そっちもお昼だよね。普段はどこで食べるの？屋上ってその階段上がったところだよね。
I wonder how many Persona fans like have a mini crash out when they realize that because they don't live in Japan, they don't get the chance to go on the roof of their school.
Oh God, I don't even know if there was a way up to the roof of my school. I'm thinking on it. There's probably like a hatch or something, but there wasn't a way up. There was some parts of the science block that like had windows that you could definitely just open and climb through to get to the roof adjacent. I know that because I'd be very bored in science. I'd think I could probably just open that window and climb onto the roof.
I should head to the roof. Kompaku Jam.
I don't like how this game keeps displaying the word closet. Is it trying to imply something about me?
Yes. Oh, I like it just warns me, just like, hey, we haven't done this in the story yet. Do you want this mechanic? Yes, actually.
Contracts, it's just like Black Ops 1 multiplayer. You're gonna earn COD points from this, you're gonna be able to buy the FAMAS.
Hey, there she is. And there he is.
Oh my god, whoa, this is a Persona 5 spin-off?
Who's this? The Smash Bros guy?
Look at this asshole. Oh, there's the Chinese girl.
Yeah. Okay, gold tickets. Gold tickets.
So wait, is this implying you're gonna have to beat them up? Because I'm seeing like
so this is like the starter
markers on
tutorial.
I do
contracts.
like Katone Montagna, actually. She's like one of my favourite designs I've seen. Although they do have another white-haired girl who does look kind of similar, but is more androgynous looking, so she's the better one.
Yeah, so it seems like they're going to give her to me in the tutorial, so we'll come back to that later. I do have 23 passes. Wait, this is the newcomer banner. And this is the focused up banner.
If I did that one, I didn't get Ryuji, I'd probably just kill myself, I'm not gonna lie.
Phantom Idols, 300 to get any selector.
You know, I just noticed something weird. Anne has new artwork, but Ryuji and Morgana are reusing existing artwork.
Favoritism. I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. It doesn't look as good as her actual P5 artwork, like even from a money perspective.
Right. We'll come back to this one, the actual tutorial.
I think that's Ryuji's... Wait. That might be Ryuji Striker's artwork, actually. That's very specific.
Yeah, I can't peg exactly where it's from, but I just know that I've also seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it, like... I don't think that's his royal art, because in his royal art he has his... Oh.
Oh, my eyes. This is a bit bright.
Also, that...
Whoa, who are these guys?
Whoa, who are you people? I was about to say, that's the original Phantom Thief logo. That's not the one that you should be using. So yeah, I guess a P5X only player would be like, why am I playing as the gacha guy in the tutorial?
Yeah.
That guy who gives me my dailies, why is he playable?
Okay, so log in to get clothes. Demo for Joker.
Oh yeah, that's the fake girl, the one who's a video game character in. If I remember correctly, it's basically the Hermit Link from P3 again, but without the pedophilia. And it's like,
okay.
what if you got?
Well, that's an improvement.
What if you got the video game character the lady was playing as a party member?
Oh, okay. So if I just finish basically the first chapter, I get 10 rolls. Okay. Arkham 1, level 16.
Crossroads of Fate. Crossroads of Fate Castle. Oh, is that how they handled OG cast? Because I have seen that like the narrative scenes involving the original Phantom Thieves all seem to take place in old P5 palaces.
That's gonna be funny. Okay, so she's another
that's how you get
star.
that's how you get neighbor, that middle-aged woman.
Okay. Let's play Joker's Trial then.
I'm sad that Persona's on Xbox now because it means that it's me Joker from Persona 5 on the Microsoft Xbox video isn't anymore.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting the funny side effect where because it has to give me a full party, I'm actually trialing more than just Joker.
Yeah. I thought this game censored some of the demon designs. I'm not gonna like normal game. Because I remember seeing like a Succubus has like tights on underneath the leotard and stuff. And what I thought was this game, and I swear Angel had like a different design as well.
Joker! 了解。奪い。
羽ばたけローブロイハイライト可及的速やかに戦闘を終わらせるぞこの程度行きますよ主に代わってこの程度行きますよ
Honestly, weird missed opportunity. I just thought because they're adding they have the P3 cast in this game now, and they'll probably have the P4 cast when Revival's closer to release.
Yeah, probably.
It would have been a really cool opportunity to give them Phantom Thief designs since it's a P5 thing.
That would be funny.
I know it would have been a good way to like have them gel with the P5 like aesthetic.
I mean, if they really want to get me with the P3 characters, they would give them their arena designs as well, so the skins.
Oh, God, I would kill for Arena Mitsuru.
Nobody's reached that, so let's just watch Joker.
Last Surprise sounds weird to me because, to be honest, I don't think I've heard the original in a while because I've been listening mainly to the Strikers version. It's also like covered by Casey Lee Williams of Ruby fame.
Arsene's Chains, let's try this.
That's a new move. Yeah, they have to make Arsene kind of useful. Now,
what happens if I tag
since
Joker?
you're not going to trade him out.
Oh, he can just tag into himself.
ペルソナ受けてみろ。
千金の一撃、大したものだな。舞うぞロブロイ。
Halloween, kill yourself.
ペルソナ。
行きますよ。
ダウンした者がいる。誰かフォローを。
てめえ。
復帰したな。ちょっとピンチかも。ほらほら。
Now, for a trial stage, this is actually no joke. They've got multiple healers and they've got a type count on me.
One sec, I think this is bothering me now. I imagine that Angel redesign. Oh wait, no. Okay, so there is a censored version of Angel this game, but it's not being used here, so I wonder if it's only for the Chinese server or something.
Oh?
異常状態に陥った者がいる。対応急げ。
アルセール。
Yeah, because this is apparently the design for Angel in this game, but it's clearly not the design we're seeing in this battle.
Yeah. Hang on.
So I just gotta assume that's for the Chinese version or something.
Maybe. Lilum looks so different. Oh, they took away Incubus's giant cock. He's wearing pants in the Chinese version. I mean, if you're looking at censorship, what did they do tomorrow?
You just reminded me, actually, because I have seen what they did tomorrow. I'll go get it right now.
Oh, it's already telling me I've logged in for 2 days, so I guess the reset is some period that I was just playing right through.
Yep. Yeah, so unlike the others, I do know what they did tomorrow.
Oh, I guess this game resets at 9 o'clock, which is a weird time.
This is what Mara looks like.
Oh, that's a solution.
It certainly works.
Just put a hat on it, no one will know.
Okay, yeah, and I've also looked into it. These are only on the Chinese server. Low-key, I do kind of like the Chinese succubus design a bit more.
Yeah. Alright, that'll reset. So, Dream Pig, guaranteed to get a 5-star. Chat, personas, hearts, orders. Don't skip animations. Sports animations okay first time only. That's some good QL on some of those battle options though. Especially once you get to the point where you're just farming stuff.
Pretend that you won.
Okay, so it seems like that's the starter banner, that's the tutorial banner, this will be the standard later. Let's just see what I get.
さあこちらにサインを。
Okay, that's funny. I've got to actually sign it.
チョリース今鬼手上げマックスなんだけどバイブス上げて
I would sign
Oh,
it, guys.
based.
Yes, yes. Best character.
Evil threatening
Fine, I'll
horse.
pretend she's on her horses. Evil. What do you mean? It says Bicorn,
Oh, hi Pixie.
the inferior pixie.
Nekamiata. The Jaime Tower.
What up, my slime? Not even Jack Frost. What's the point?
Jack Foster's too busy threatening to kill himself. Screaming,
Something
crying,
I'll
throwing
kill
up.
myself. I was sad when I found out that wasn't official
こちらに
dialogue.
サインを。
This signature is dog shit.
この俺があなたの勝利をや
Right guy incognito. They'll never expect it. This haircut loser.
Yay, Asperus.
まずい話には乗らねえよ。
Nasty little
Oh,
rat
it's
thing.
him, the guy with the unfortunate name.
I cannot believe he didn't change it, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna post this.
Like Futaba in the Japanese version of P5, her codename is Navi, and they changed it. They could have done that again.
Oh, a double.
I would never complain about having more.
Yeah. Puppet Mew. Hmm. Okay, and the pity for this is 50, so... Oh, did they have any shop freebies? It says crystals, direct buys. Okay, I'm not seeing a dust refund. Maybe it's just on another page. Okay, maybe I'm just not seeing it yet, but this is initially seeming stingier than I'm used to. There's no, like, rebate currency that I'm building up at the same time.
I'm not surprised.
Because normally I would be building up some kind of store credit with my rolls, but no well. Let's go to the roof.
I'm definitely not surprised the Atlas
Oh, he's going
one
to town on those
is
noodles.
stingy.
I normally
he's
wouldn't
so
expect
meh.
that kind of animation on a Persona NPC.
I think that is reused from P5.
If it is, I don't remember it. It feels like someone
I'm
eating
pretty sure
noodles would have
that's a
stood out.
Ryuji
Yeah.
that I'm pretty sure that's a Ryuji
こ
animation.
っちだ
But then no wonder you remember it.
Of course.
約束通り質問に答えに来てやった。お前が昨日見たメメントスとシャドウのことをな。かなり込み入った話になる。心の準備はできているか？では改めて、あの異世界はメメントスという。前にも軽く話したが、人間の集合的無意識が具現化した空間だ。
Yeah, you already told me this, Lucille, when we were there.
現実世界を表とするなら、あちらは平行線上に存在する。
Basing of this game is aspirational.
様々な人間の意識が入り混じった認知の
Just like the theming of this game.
くれればいい。
What does cognitive mean?
人々が世界をどう
AI.
認知
What's
して
the
いるか
A stand
と考えれ
for?
ばわかる。あの世界は暗く、まがまがし、つまり今、人々は世界に希望さえ認知できていないのだ。なぜかはもう、お前にはわかるな。
Yes, capitalism.
その通り、なかなか聡明じゃないか。
This is taking a lot from Strikers, I'm not gonna lie.
話を続けるぞ。異世界にはシャドウと呼ばれる存在が2種類いる。一つ目は有無を言わさずわしらを襲ってきた敵のことだ。奴らは人間ではなく欲望に触発された異形の怪物のような存在と言っていい。もう一つは現実世界で生きている人間と対をなす心の闇であるシャドウだ。人が心の内に秘めた本性にして欲望の権化。言い換えればもう一人の自分だな。お前自身はもう知っているはず。の人間の対とな
You
る
say, of
何者
course,
か
I
の
remembered the
シャドウの
Ryuji
暴走こそ
animation
が
did just remind me of the injustice of Ryuji of every Japanese popularity poll.
人々から欲望を
Yeah.
搾取している
A
現
nation
状
of
だとわしは睨んで
frauds.
いる。
Why they like this?
He's not enough of a twink.
確かにすぐには信じられないだろうな。
And the fact that he bleached his hair blonde reminds people of the fact that a lot of these characters look a lot wider than they are.
異世界もシャドウもそして欲望が失わ
I
れた
did see
人々
someone
がど
call
うなるかも。
Persona characters white as like an own the other
価値
day.
の悪いことに
Yeah.
人間のシャドウが暴走すれば
I mean, it is funny when like Anna's like meant to be making a big deal with the fact that she's not pure Japanese, but that she doesn't actually look that much different than any of the others.
Yeah.
その欲望に
Even though
触
she's
発
like,
され
oh
た
no, the white girl,
異
she
形の
looks
シャ
so
ドウ
weird,
た
she
ちの
stands
影響
out.
を
Just
受
like
ける
she's an anime character, they all look white.
間接的にではあるがそれらのシャドウたちの活性化こそが
Although I did see a black NPC earlier, so there's
現実
There's
世
some
界から
melanin in the
欲望が
world.
奪われ続ける原因の一つに
There
な
are
っている
some
のだ
black NPCs in Royal. Like, you know, the generic NPCs that you can walk through.
yeah.
ただわしも全てを知っているわけではない。
They're always
だからこそあの異世界を
they're
詳
always
しく
like
知る必要
tourists
もある。
taking selfies and stuff, and they're
Mm.
always
矢継ぎ早だが
they're
ここ
always
からは仕
taller
事
than
の
everyone
話に
else,
移
which I
らせ
thought
て
was
もらう
funny.
ぞ。
I mean, in Japan, that
Like, there are
part's
some that are
accurate.
obviously, yeah, no, there are some that are obviously maybe white people as well because they're the same height and they're hanging out with black
Yeah.
NPCs.
My favorite is always
And the
anime
blonde.
fans like having another mini crash out whenever they see like the bio of their favorite character and they're all like slender and they look kind of tall, but then it's like, oh, actually, this character's like 5'4".
Oh god, looking at anime height charts
Yeah.
is not for the faint of
そ
heart.
うだ。
Did you know Kanji is the tallest Persona character? He's taller than all the adults in the entire franchise.
I believe it.
I think the one that like shook me to my core is when I saw that Mitsuru's like 5'4".
Oh yeah, exactly what I'm talking about.
It's like, that's horrible. Why would you tell me this? Some of those are just lies though, where it's like you are blatantly not being drawn that height.
Yeah.
Like Mitsuru had a serious growth spurt in the year and a half between 3 and Ultimax. Because she is not 5'4". No way. You know, I would have thought a Persona game made for phones would be a little more quick-paced.
Nah, that wouldn't be Persona.
I mean, I still expected it to yap. This is worse than base P5.
Skill issue. Fly around me. Hours adjust.
Me trying to fly in Battlefield.
We're gonna get our cooking tutorial. Or just introduce another store.
Where's that cat eating that bunny's ears? That's me.
Oh, exposition girl.
What is a menace?
Yes, yes, whole world's crazy. Why don't the police do anything about them? It's just like, yeah, well, half of them aren't even crimes.
I hope adult Chie shows up in this game and she's still unemployed.
Yeah, that would be actually kind of hilarious. I did like the bit in P4 where you go back to the school from P3 and then you just meet like the class president.
Oh yeah.
She's not the class president, the treasury officer, and she's class president now giving the tour.
I'm pretty sure she is by then, but yeah, Chihiro.
Well, yeah, like I think she is in P4, but she wasn't in P3.
Yeah, she isn't in 3, but yeah. I just like the idea of Chie's like karmatic sins weighing her down forever. So
Yeah.
I hope she's still unemployed.
And still talking about beef balls.
What is with Cap's hatred? Yeah, I don't know.
She is a woman,
I
so...
just don't like her, simple as. I'm not racist, I just don't like them.
Oh, 2D jump scare. She really is Chie's daughter. She locked in.
I don't like the idea that she... I don't like the idea that Chie has spawn out there.
Yeah, it's just mitosis.
Well, that does explain why she doesn't have any of genes in her, if it's all Chie. Or maybe it's like a Brock Lesnar's daughter situation, how his daughter just looks like Brock Lesnar. Maybe Yukiko's genes didn't fight at all.
Yeah.
Tanamura? Yakuza reference?
何年前の話してるんです。あなたこの間の。昨日廊下で通れなくて困っていたでしょ。というよりあなたなんだか以前と雰囲気が違うような。いえ、気のせいかしら。そろそろ語源でしょ。二人とも遅れないようにね。
Is Trauma Center gonna be in this game? Yeah, I was not expecting this game to pull so much from Striker's line.
Oh, accidentally skipped one. Let's go back to the log. Okay.
I am kind of curious when this game takes place, since original P5 was meant to be. No, it says 20. Yeah. Like, is this meant to be 26? Isn't day.
このアイコン、彼のスマホにもあった。消しても出てくる変なアプリのアイコン。
Look at that random cat paw app, that's one of my favourite apps.
Oh, right, they're gonna pull us into the second dungeon right now and save her. Okay.
Second dungeon? This is the first. That
Okay, the
first
second
fight
visit to
wasn't in a
the
dungeon.
second visit to the first one.
今日部室のメンテナンスで休み。久しぶりに一緒帰ろう。
But first we're gonna go to Shibuya and yap some more.
When are we gonna go to Kent?
やはり来たな。お前のカバンはスカ
You
スカ
cannot keep an owl in
適
your
度にや
bag.
る気がなくて居心地
That's what
がい
you
い
say.
そのまま何事もなかった風な
I was
顔
thinking
を
he's
す
just
る
gonna have the owl perched on his
必要
shoulder
以上に目立つと
and just
Yeah.
no
タ
one
ー
would
ゲット
question
に
it.
警戒される。順を追って話す。あれを見ろ。
Oh no, it's the shover.
やつがターゲッ
I like how petty this guy is. I thought he was gonna be pushing people up the stairs the whole
ト。
time.
木
So
内は肩書き
No, he's got to
的には
work
都内の
up to it.
企業に
First, he's just
勤め
going to
る
be shoving
会社員
people for no reason.
escalation. It's like the Dark Knight.
俗に言うぶつかり男という
The
やつ。
slammer.
Subway Slammer. That's what these.
Hang
I
on,
was very fat.
I also need a screenshot of this.
I think what's funny about this guy is they're giving him all this like acknowledgement. He got an anime cutscene. This is just the average Mementos
反抗してこ
request.
なさそうな
Like the
女
I
guys
mean,
don't
this
even
is
get
just-
unique
恋に
This is just
流
the
され
average British man when you're getting on and off the train.
ある種の欲望を満たしている
Uh,
不心得な人間だよ。
you say
Most
that, but
repellent kind of
like
human,
the
a British man.
DEI has gotten to the because I had that happen to me the other day, but it was a woman.
Ah,
ああ、同感だ。
Woman who shoved me.
やつのあの行動は日常で起きているものだが、その原因は異世界にある。
It used to be a proper country. It used to be middle-aged bald men.
yeah.
お前ならもう察しはついているな。
His shadow's going out of control. It must be the reason. He can't just be an asshole.
その通り。まだ
How can you live in the big city and not like you don't even have the excuse to be a country boy like the big
Yeah.
city. You know people just like want to kill each other constantly.
一見あれは大したことのない行為と捉えられるかもしれん。
I mean, he's not even pushing him to the ground. He's kind of.
だが
Yeah.
それゆえに
I mean, he is shaking his fist at them threateningly afterwards as well, I guess.
とでも言えば済むのだからな。そして被害に遭った者は
And yeah, like of course the police aren't gonna arrest him for just being rude.
木内の利己的な悪行に欲望
Especially
が
not
奪われ
Japanese
続け
police
る
who are frightened at the to doing their job.
Yes, let's stop him right now. Let's kill him with hammers.
But to remove his
世界
skin.
でシャドウが暴走しているなら現実世界のやつの行為は止
I
まら
mean,
ん
if
し
you kill
人
him,
耳さえ持った
Luffy, his shadow can't do anything.
皮肉なことだが自身の意識の中でぶつかり行為は許される
Luffy, just cripple him, break his spine, and what can his shadow do anymore?
やつ以外にその認知を書き換えることはできない
He will never change, and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
I love how he had a literal woman detective there. Literal exclamation mark locked in.
むしろここで止めようものなら逆上してお前や他人さえも襲
Yeah,
わ
he
れる
might reveal his
Instead of
suicide vest
flying
if we
to-
do that.
What, he'll pull out a gun? Yeah, he had a
そして
suicide.
最悪は
It's like me on the bus.
Yeah. Hmm. That guy really leaned into that one as well. That was a full shoulder
He
tackle.
really didn't like that woman.
よくやった私利私欲を義憤で制す
Also, yeah, we're not going to address the fact that he's specifically only shoving women.
だが奴に気
Well,
づかれてしま
a
った
man might fight
一
back.
旦ここから離れ
Maybe. Oh my god, is he William after? Is he Springtrap?
Oh, here we go. Child endangerment.
The future's... Also, when you told me that, I meant he pushed a pregnant woman.
Oh, there we go.
Oh! Did you see how proud of himself he was there?
I mean, yeah, he got his first double kill.
Baby, I'm dick. I think it's too late.
Hang on.
So cheerful and jolly.
Hang on. I'm gonna post these in the group.
I love how this guy is randomly more evil than the actual antagonist this franchise has had. It's just like, yeah, he murdered a baby. He's so happy.
Well, you see, they were in his way by the top of the stairs. They had it coming.
They were in his way as he's lied in wait for
Look,
someone.
who among us hasn't considered doing this whenever a parent gets onto the bus with the stroller?
I mean, okay, yeah, I have, but still.
まるで幻覚でも見たような顔だが
It appears you're seeing things.
まだ
Excellent.
昨日の疲れでも残っているのかとにかく
That's why in hell.
It would be funny if Lufel was just like, geez, I said he was an asshole, but you're being a bit dramatic. We don't need to jump to that conclusion.
そうだな前にメメントスから出てきた時の駅前広場へ頼む
They're in my way. Wait, this guy has a job apparently.
こんなとこで
He doesn't
Oh yeah,
seem
he's
like
he's a
he does.
salary man. He's busy.
あの男の人となんか話してたような
This is just how he's got to get his
Why are you
jollies.
late to work?
あ
Why are you late to work? I spent 2 hours waiting for women to show up at the train station.
ごめん定期のタッチが甘かったみたいで改札でもたついちゃって どうかした？
You brought last week's ticket? Yeah, I've done that.
なんでもないよ。じゃあ駅地下モールでも行ってみる？
I leveled up from that, apparently.
ひとまずここでいいだろう。さて、説明途中だったが、もう分かったな。現実世界で木内を止めることは不可能に近い。
I just someone just replied to the thing that blocked with when Mariki says, "I'm sorry, my new reality was promised to me 2,000 years ago." Hop off my goat, damn it.
先ほども話したが、警察とやらも動く。
Yeah, the police aren't gonna give a shit even if he does kill the baby.
なぜなら奴らも平等に欲望を奪われている。
They'll just find a way to frame the woman.
自らがある世界
Yeah,
の
it was a postnatal abortion and we've got to prosecute it.
There was one. There was one as well.
They weren't prepared for the subway slammer.
Yeah, they were prepared for him to just lightly shove one out of the way and walk off. That guy was on the run, I think, 2 to 4 years after that. It's
I
like,
mean,
if
how
only one
can
of
you defeat
guys
an
had
enemy
thought
that
to-
was willing to do that? Yeah.
If only one of you guys had
Insert the
thought to-
Dark Knight clip of
work
Alfred
after
talking about how some men just need to watch the world burn. He can't be bargained or reasoned with or even bought.
Oh, Master Bruce, the subway slammer is the scariest guy I've ever seen in my life.
シャドウもいて危険に満ち溢れている。ここから先を知るということは。
Do you think Dark Knight Rises Bane will be in this game? I hope so.
Oh, eventually.
それでもお前は
Oh, there is actually a non-zero chance of like anime Harley Quinn.
Oh, she'll be a part. I'm sure.
Yeah. And the Joker, so
like
that they
the
can
idea
do
of,
Joker
like-
meets
そう
Joker.
なるだろうな。
I like the idea that they do a collab, but it's not with Batman, it's specifically with the Dark Knight Rises.
No, oh
movie
god,
from,
no.
like,
They do a Batman collab, but it's just all the rogues gallery, and then you just like fix them by going into the metaverse.
Okay. Unfortunately, the worst person you know
覚えておい
would
てほしい。
enjoy that.
木内のような利己欲に虐げられた大衆は欲望を奪われ続け、最悪自死をも引き起こしてしまう。
Mm.
しかし、
I actually decided
お前
to
は
just
逆に
quickly go look
溢
up
れる生
like
命欲で
some of the villains in this game out of curiosity. Not a single Harley. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. How are we ever going to top the Subway Slammer? He just killed a baby.
シャドウはペルソナでしか倒せないことからも、異世界で行動できる
I will say
人間は
one of these palace
お前し
rulers
か
is
いない
literally
ということ。
a P5 palace ruler. The idea well's certainly running dry.
木内らが人々を間接的に死へと誘う存在とすれば、
The House of Ideas.
お前は逆に人々を生へと導ける可能性があるのだ。詳しくは
I hope the subway slammer isn't dead by daylight at some point.
Yeah. What's his kit?
一つだけ言えるのは、
He shoves you.
わしは人間に欲望を抱いてほしいという。
Doesn't even it doesn't take a health state or it just kind of slows you
Yeah.
a little bit.
If you try and block him with the pallet, he just shoves it.
How can you defeat an enemy like this? I like the idea that the only killers who can break pallets or like move them as part of their kit are Nemesis, Wesker, Vecna, and the Subway Slammer.
では、メメントスに行こう。異世界ナビがあるはずだ。
Subway Slammer on the same tier as Albert Wesker.
Yeah. Only a handful of humans truly
お前がスマホにある
matter.
目玉のようなアイコン。
Oh god, I would kill for the Subway Slam. Just saying that for some reason. Why are you doing this?
I mean,
Only
he's
a
so
handful
evil,
of
he hasn't
people.
even had dialogue yet.
Yeah.
ここからはコードネーム
You keep telling him about this. Like,
He's a
right
he's a
before
man
the
of
boss
action,
fight.
not words.
メメントスは大衆の
Right
集
before
合的
fighting this
本
shadow.
名
Why are
に
you
よりあれ
doing
ば
this?
何ら
I
か
was
の
hoping
影
to
響
do
で
anything to
人
you.
々の
Only a
作
handful.
用し
Which mouth.
He's just in it for the love of the game.
The time has come to separate the wheat from the chaff.
偽名と新名で呼び分けるのはなかなかに
He sees a woman across the station and
Who's
he
Deborah?
asks a flash step to go shove her.
皆さんも知らんのかつまりそのナウくてかっこいいということだお前のコードネームはわしの想像の上を行く不思議なやつだからワンダーにする
Why did you
こ
pick
ういうのは
Wanda?
直感が大事だわしは直感でお前をワンダーと決めたぞ
Why did you pick this?
わしのことはキャトルと呼んでくれ
Why would you pick that? That's a worse username.
Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to
自
know the
分で
answer
もわ
to.
からんのだが直感だわしは今からキャトルと名乗る
Okay,
仕事の内容は
I'm not
どっち
I'm
も
not gonna say that name.
共有してもらうぞ
I'm just gonna keep calling you Lufa.
お宝の件も含めてなでは行こうかワンダー
Wanda.
ち
It would be funny if you asked him why and he was just like, well, so that we actually have something to say for the voice actors.
おそらくは木内の歪んだ欲望に触発されたシャドウたちだなまずは目前の敵を蹴散らすぞワンダー
He's slammed so many that he controls all the shadows in the area.
目にも
Only a handful of humans truly
もう戦闘
matter.
の指南の必要はないな。かっこ撃破で道を切る。羽ばたけ、ローブロイ。
That was such a weird
わし
name.
のペルソナ。
Wait, I'm gonna be honest.
いただいていく
A lot of the code names are strange in this one. I don't think anything's topping soy.
舞うぞ、ロブロイ。わしのペルソナ。この機会逃すわけあるまい。こうなることは戦う前から分かっていた。
That's a good one.
よし、片付いたな。このまま一気に突っ切って。応援だと。背後のシャドウも迫ってきたか。まずいな。そうしたいのは山々だが、どの逃走経路も塞がれている。やるしかない。わしは後ろのシャドウをなんとかする。
I'm still just cracking up about the fact that it just immediately escalated to baby murder.
Genuinely, like, I'm just thinking about all the other Persona villains and I'm just so baffled that it's a random guy. God.
Whoa, who's this guy?
なんだあいつは。
合わせろ。
Oh, he talks.
Only a handful of humans truly matter.
See, one thing about the wildcard protagonist is it is funny how it's such an unworkable feature to ever use in collabs that the others always just have them use Osen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nobody's ever gonna do a Joker collab where he has 5 personas.
The closest you'll get is when you fight Joker in the answer, he swapped personas.
まあいい。
Yeah.
行こうか、ワンダ。
Same with Makoto and Yuna Army in their boss fights in Rock. They do actually boss fights.
So I guess that's the tutorial for how we're getting the confidants that aren't actually there. Although I wonder if they're going to bother with a narrative explanation for why he had a confidant of Joker already. Well, actually, they probably will explain it at some point if the in media res was him fighting Joker.
Yeah, well, he beat Joker to death with his bare hands.
Just like Ninja Gaiden Yaiba.
学校なる場所からの帰り道、ゆえにそのお姿、そう心得ていただきたい。
さて、君はまたしても興味深い選択をしてくれたようだ。
I do like the idea of that in where it's just like Joker doesn't even know who this one just appeared and beat him to death. No build up. Why would he do this?
あなた様が自らの選択で異世界に訪れたことは、欲望の鍛錬に挑む意志があるということ。
ゆえに、我々も君の旅路をサポートできればと思っているのだよ。メロペ、試したいことがあると言っていたね。始めてくれたまえ。
Oh, we're getting our tutorial gacha.
さあ、この契約書にサインを。モントよ、はじめまして。よろしくお願いね。あなた様が先ほどご覧になったものは。 そう。あなた様の心の奥底に眠る認知から、私めが具現化した存在。
Yeah. I guess that is kind of like a low-key genius way to do it though, because it gives you literally an excuse to do fucking anything. For a potential, like, crossover character. Especially if one of them is a fictional character, then you actually can just do anything. Wonder just played like Arkham City before going to bed, and then that's how he formed the Joker connection.
Oh, that would go so hard. Especially if you said they made Arkham City over and over.
Yeah. Of course, one of the funnier, like, not unreasonable or impossible ones would be Devil May Cry. You're just like, yes, everyone's favorite SMT character, Dante.
That one has a more than 0% chance of actually happening as well.
Yeah. And it needs to specifically be the DMC2 model Dante that appeared in Nocturne.
Did you see that, like, Dead by Daylight is doing the Nocturne thing featuring Springtrap from the Five Nights at Freddy's series?
I have not, but that's also quite funny.
Yeah, like, if you look at Dead by Daylight...
I'm gonna say I have no memory of them, because I only recognize, like, 2 of these confidants.
Yeah, but like... yeah,
oh, we've got our narrative explanation for even people you haven't met. Stan users
Yeah,
are just
he's
drawn
some kind of
together.
Yeah, no, they on Steam, the fucking box art for Dead by Daylight is the box art with Springtrap on the side. It's just like, it's just constantly reminding you we got a Springtrap. It's actually funnier than Nocturne. No other collab they've done has done that, by the way. So what I'm saying is, Persona 5 X needs a Five Nights at Freddy's collab. Think about it.
I mean, sure. If we have to.
I'm not seriously suggesting that, however, I would. Change the child murderer's heart.
Now, see, what we need is, since Kojima's already doing a whole bunch of cameos in Death Stranding, we just need to have it go the other way around and start having Death Stranding become the new Nier Automata of collabs. We just have Sam Porter Bridges just showing up in every game.
Hyper-realistic Norman Reedus.
Yep. And he's drinking his not Monster Energy drink. His nondescript can.
When you started saying that, I thought you were going to suggest that you put Springtrap in Death Stranding, and I was like, what?
Oh no. Yeah. No, you would put Sam in Death Stranding and he would just effortlessly run in circles around all the killers. Although honestly, like, yeah, people have been saying they want BTs in like Dead by Daylight, but I would find it more amusing just to have fucking like Norman Reedus Survivor.
I don't know how BTs would work because they're all big.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be Troy Baker or Mads Mikkelsen.
You'd probably have it just be like an average BT where it's just the handprints, and then you don't even have to actually render it for most of the time either. Until it's like actively attacking you.
Need a red stain or terror radius though. Also, I'm still thinking about that rumored Metal Gear collab just for the hilarity of Solid Snake having to run away from Man with Knife. Because it is rumored to be legendary canonical Snake.
So, 一点ほど補足をさせていただきたい。あなた様の深層心理には、あなた様が持ちうるいくつもの人格、これらは認知の具現化の際に抽出され。
Now that she's introduced the concept of like forming like cognitive personas with like people that you haven't even met yet, it's going to be real weird if they have like a canonical acknowledgement of someone that you've met in the metaverse before you meet them in real life.
それらの存在やカイドル、そしてペルソナデュオを駆使して来るべき破滅に備えていただきたい。
Yeah, who was that guy?
私めは存じ上げぬが。
It's me, Joker from Persona 5 on the Microsoft Xbox.
やはりというべきだろうか。ああ、失礼。この世界はまだ謎も多い。何かの
Don't give me that non-answer.
起きているのかもしれないね。さまざまな意識の交差によるイレギュラー。私たちが知り得ぬ特別な空間もあるようだ。
I would rather that you don't let me ask the question if that's the answer you're going to give me.
もしあなた様がご興味がおありなら、行動に移すことも 欲望の鍛錬の一つだと提案する。私めもコンシェルジュとしてできる限りあなた様をサポートさせていただく。
では今回はこの辺りにしておこうか。
またカイドルの力が必要な際は心の中で私めを呼んでいただきたい。
お前ぼーっとしていたようだがどうかしたのか？
Oh, Lufel can't see it either. Hmm.
お前がワンダーで
I don't see anything.
それがどうかしたのか？さてはお前、学業の後にあのシャドウどもの襲来だ。無理もあるまい。そういうことなら便宜を図ってやる。喜んでくれていい。この姿を見せる人間はワンダー、お前が初めてだ。変身。
Wait, is he actually doing it?
これでいい。
I didn't know that he henshined into a car.
メメントスでは大衆の認知が作用しているのは話したな。そこに溢れている動物が乗り物に変身するという認知を利用させてもらった。なぜそんな認知が溢れているのかはわしも知らぬ。さあ乗ってくれ。車は運転されて役割をなす。
Can't even drive yourself? Skill issue.
I hope we don't see
エンジンをかけてアクセ
LaFay's
ルを踏め。
butthole like we did with Morgana in that one scene at Tarba's Palace. I've not really recovered from that.
ではまずはメメントスの奥を目指すのだ。目的の場所に近づいたら知らせてやる。冠水だ。
Okay, objectives. Oh, I get to just pick Ryuji once I finish the tutorial. That's cool.
Yay! Best game!
So I don't even have to gacha for Ryuji.
Because they know that you, the player, cannot live without him.
Okay, so let's set missions. Get to level 12. Get my second Phantom Thief. Raise them both to level 20. Okay, so I've got to get 3 Phantom Thieves, raise the Persona to level 20. Okay, this is all pretty achievable in like the first session or two. I'm already level 7.
Shadow か。だが目的地はこの先だ。先ほどより数は少ないが。
Oh, my party's automatically updated.
Wait,
あらてか。
okay, so you know how we keep talking about the mayor election? There was some guy on CNBC who was describing the Dark Knight Rises like it's a
Oh,
なら扱いは任せる。
Yeah, no, he's totally gonna be like judging people and then forcing them to march out into the ice, obviously. Just like Cillian Murphy.
Has The Dark Knight Rises the greatest legacy of the... I'm starting to think it might.
Yeah.
Because love it or hate it, it does seem to come up a lot in my day-to-day life.
What did they mean by having Bane attack the fucking stock exchange in Gotham?
Honestly, like, all politics aside, that whole stock exchange scene is so funny. Yeah, these terrorists robbed the stock exchange, and then spent all your money, Mr. Wayne, we're taking your house. I don't think that's how that works. No, you see, the terrorists spent all your money during a robbery. That means we have to take your things.
片付いたな。さっきの怪盗ドルだったか？
Phantom Idol.
何やらこだわりがあるようだが、ペルソナに似た力を使う認知存在か。この発想はわしにはなかったな。怪ドル。
It is kind of an OP like step up from the wild card where normally you just have a protag who can have multiple personas, but he can have multiple personas and he can just have multiple people that he just summons. Who have their own personas as well.
The Virgin Joker versus the Chad Wonder?
Yeah.
Is Joker a bum fraud?
さて、その欲望、ふむ、悪くない。これまで以上に力を振るってやる。わしを止めることはできぬ。悪くない考えだ。
Okay.
見ておこう。
見たいという欲望。
Oh wait.
むやみやたらとつつくでない。
私の魅力にやられちゃった感じ。もりもり元気なんだけど。
So get EHL boost.
なんかこれまでの感じと違う。
どう戦っていくか。お前の指針。
継続は力なり。
一緒に頑張ってこう。
私も頑張ります。
新しい仕事が選ばれし者同士の共鳴を。
Oh, I'm never using this guy. Way too much.
What are you talking about? He's great.
Not with that haircut.
悪くない。
Wait, I can't level up the actual protagonist, only the party members. That's interesting. I guess he levels with the story then.
派生してやろう。
見ておこう。
And wonder will gain the abilities of the crit persona. Maybe that's just a locked thing until I'm further in the
準
tutorial
備
then.
はその欲望。ふむ、悪くない。どうだ、見違えたか。悪くない考えだ。悪くない考えだ。
Oh, okay, so he's just better if he has Anne on his team. Oh, and they just have like a, hey, here's your like easy freebie broke boy team. Okay.
うち8時にヤーシブで起きるんだけど、乗り越しない？
So Elucidator. She buffs allies. Particularly ailments. Okay. What's done? Okay, I was probably going to pick Anne from the selector anyway, so it's good that she's like support for her as on like a burn team. Okay, I am liking how front and center and like simple it is to just get information on good teams for these characters and combos that they can do. That's actually just very straightforward and approachable in terms of build crafting.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing an option to upgrade her weapons, so it seems like maybe I need to do that for the protagonist. Let's not speak too soon, but... I like the photo mode includes the persona as well. Theodore. Okay, no, she equips flip phones. So maybe I will have to level that at some point. Okay. Oh wait, my team. Let's actually put her in the party. Can I just remove him? RT, okay. Oh, can I not use her because she's set as a support? That's lame. That's stupid. Oh. Why is she not in the list? Well, she can only be in the last slots? Oh, she's an off-field character. That's lame. So she's like a navigator.
Yeah.
They could make the slot look a little more different to make that obvious, but... Okay, we'll go 2 ice characters.
気になる男子。
Look at this be.
誰？枯渇の人？それは。ともこは昔からわかりやすいね。野球一筋のともこがね。好きとかじゃなくて気になるってだけだからね。立ち話もなんだし、どっか入って話そう。
髪の短い方。
I know he's coming to slam someone close to
情
us
報
now.
によればこの辺りのはずなのだが、わしはこの異世界からやってきたものだ。ある程度の仕組みは理解しており、この集合的無意識にある心の声をほんの少しだけ聞くことができる。お前には聞こえんだろうが、わしはそれを頼りに異世界の情報を集めていたというわけだ。確かこの周辺で、間違いない。この先が木内のパレスのようだ。広大なメメントスの中でも
I'm sure this palace definitely won't look very familiar.
欲望が具現化している区画だ。暴走した人間のシャドウが認知した他者の欲望を奪うための牙城。ここで木内は城の主として君臨し、異形のシャドウさえも
Oh, that definitely doesn't sound
そし
familiar.
てこのパレスがついてこい。
Well, at least they changed it up for the 2D.
ここが木内のパレスか。まるで野球。おそらくは木内の認知が強く作用しているのだろうな。
Okay, maybe I spoke too soon.
正面からは侵入できそうにないな。
I will say, for the guy whose whole thing is just shoving people randomly, you would think that his fantasy sport would be one where you actually get to shove the other players.
It needs to be illegal. There's no thrill if it's
一度周りを
allowed.
調査してみよう。
I'm just saying, just like in baseball, like when are you ever gonna come into contact with the enemy team? You don't ever touch each other.
あのダクトから行けないだろうか。
See, if he was into soccer, at least then he'd be tackling
期待
people.
させていたら悪いが、わしは異
That
世界で飛ぶことは
is a
できる。
man who needs the NHL.
黒姿でシャドウに襲われてしまえば太刀打ちもできんしな。それにやはりこちらの姿の方がスマートで怪盗らしいだろう。侵入方法に心当たりがある。
50 Cent has been cast as Balrog in the live action.
今回の出
Oh yeah, I heard
ひとま
that
ず現
yesterday.
実に戻ろう。戻ってから説明してやる。
That'll be a movie called Street.
戻ってきたな。早速で悪いが侵入方法について打ち合わせたい。
Workbench tutorial?
作業台は持っているか。わしにはノウハウがある。 先ほどのようイレギュラーな場所から内部に入るための道具、潜入道具を作るノウハウだ。だが潜入道具を作るには作業台が必要だ。その様子だとお前は作業台を持っていないということはどこかで調達をしなければならないのだが、どこで調達できるのだ？
あら、
Oh, based.
どうしたの？こんなとこで突っ立っちゃって。
I need you to assist me with crimes.
作業台？なんか趣味でも始めるの？じゃあ四軒茶屋のリサイクルショップ行ってみたら？あそこそういう感じの揃ってるんだよね。四茶行ったことある？渋谷から半蔵門線ですぐよ。半蔵門線はそこの階段を降りてった先だから。四茶ね。昔ダーリンと一緒に住もうって話になって二人ともお金なかったじゃない？だからリサイクルショップ行ってさ、冷蔵庫どっちにするかでお店で喧嘩しちゃって。私は製氷機がある方がいいって言ったんだけど、ダーリンが色がピンクだから嫌だって。
わしにこの女を止めることはできそうにない。お前には悪いが自力で対処してくれ。ない。
I think we need to kill this owl.
いや、まあそれはいい。四軒茶屋のリサイクルショップか。半蔵門線からだったな。初めて来たのだが、初めてな感じがしないのは気のせいだろうか。
Definitely all in your head.
そうか。そうだな。
お茶の量り売りどこにもないです。日本語もまだ慣れないし。
おっと、リサイクルショップだった。
I'm guessing that's the Chinese girl. Possible Titanic we mentioned. Oh, they're gonna let me go in and listen. Oh? Damn.
私の出番。私の魅力にやられちゃった感じ。支援なら任せてちょ。悪くない考えだ。
んじゃ、気張った新しい仕事か。俺に任せとけ。いやね、俺すげえかも。
Ah, Spectrum shambles.
よし、行くか。
センスいけ。出発に向けて。
もうお兄様ったらそんなに見つめられるとお兄様手伝ってもらえませんか？うわ、すごい。想像してたよりなんかドキドキしてき
出番ですか？
早く動きたい。
みんなの力になる
Oh,
よ。
spoilers all over.
困ったことがあったら。
私の手際をご覧に入れます。
フェンシングが役に立つかもしれないな。
待ちくたびれたぞ。
カンフーだってできますよ。リドル、いろんなことが知りたいんだ。
状況は？
Oh, he looks weird without the mask.
怪盗ってのはチームワークも重要だ。
俺の力が借りたいって？
華麗に決めてあげる。
Likewise, she should have the mask.
交代すっか？
我が輩が怪盗の心得を教えてやろう。
What was that prompt? Okay, this is a lot of possible cooking ingredients. I will come back when I have some actual recipes, but I know what I need.
Konnichiwa. お客かい？はあ、
嬉しいね。年代物だけどまだまだ現役でいけるやつがあるから持っていきなよ。今回はお題はいいから。代わりと言っちゃなんだけど、また来てちょうだいよ。カンタはお題しっかりいただくけどね。
First one's
大
free.
きいから郵送してあげるよ。都内だよね。なら今日の夜には到着かな。用紙を持ってくるからちょっと待ってて。はい、これ郵送の用紙。住所と名前お願いね。
I mean, if you're giving it away, can't it just be another
あ
terrible
り
thing?
がとう。じゃあさっきの用紙のとこに送っておくよ。あとはやっておくから。またよろしくね。
作業台確保のめどがついたな。ではお前の自宅で到着を待つとしよう。
スカウト？すごいね。じゃあお祝いしないと。気が早いって。来週の選考会の結果次第だよ。選考会に招集されるだけでもすごいって。ともこ、ずっと野球頑張ってたもんね。それに比べて私なんてさ、なんも目標なく生きてるっていうか。
Anyway.
どうだろうね。もし今回私が選考会で受かったらなんだけどさ、久しぶりにキャッチボールでもしない？もちろん無理強いするつもりなくて軽くでいいの。そうだね。よかった。小学生の時以来だから一緒に野球できるの何年ぶりかな。じゃあ来週頑張らなきゃだ。なんでともこが嬉しそうなんだか。あ、元葉の方は最近どう？何かいいことでもあった？いいことっていうか、急に不思議なことが起きてそれが気になってるっていうか。てかともここそ店入る前に話してた気にな
Not
る
this again.
男子って？
You're dragging down a good scene.
枯渇の人なんだよね。さっきのリアクションでわかるよ。で、誰？私の知ってる人？もしかして好きとか？質問多すぎ。その元葉の後ろの席の私の後ろ？ってことはでもその好きっていうんじゃなくて人として気になるっていうか。じゃああれだ。あんまりいい例えじゃない気もするけどさ、小学生の頃私があの選手に憧れてた時みたいな感じ？そう。とりあえず情報出てきたら目で追っちゃう的な。目キラキラさせて心臓ドキドキさせてね。そっか、ともこがね。 マガ通信からの通知。あ、なんか近々ファントム出るっぽいよ。うわ、見て見て元葉、マガつかみのコメント出てる。これガチだ。明日の朝公式認定出すって、これ見逃せないね。
Is he finally gonna report the Subway
さっきの
Slammer?
今でこんな調子って、私ら当分恋愛とかに縁ないね。ごめんね、選考会の話してたら急に体動かしときたくなっちゃって。いいよ、どうせ暇だったし付き合うよ。四茶のバッティングセンター行くのいつ以来かな。ねえ元葉、あのね、もしこういう誘いとか思い出しちゃって辛いなら無理しなくても。おお、何？自分でもわかんないよ。さっきのあの話しててこれだし。ああ、そういうこと。人として気になる。どっかお出かけ？それとも帰り？知ってる、四茶のお店だよね。ああ、ごめん、喉乾いちゃった。私ちょっとジュース買ってくるね。急に何言って。大丈夫、すぐ戻ってくるから。
Nice.
じゃ、ともこのことよろしく。
You're on your own with this one.
元葉、遅いね。多分私たちのジュースも選んでくれてるのかな。相変わらず人のことばっかり考えて。あ、元葉ね、昔から気を使いすぎるところがあるんだ。すごく優しい子って意味でもあるんだけど、そのせいか自分のことはいつも後回しで。小学生の頃ね、私と元葉はリトルリーグでバッテリーを組んでたんだけど、私と違ってセンス抜群の元葉は野球の神童なんて呼ばれてたの。実際本当にびっくりするほど野球が上手くて、投げてよし、打ってよし、守ってよしの三拍子。元葉はいずれ必ずプロになるってみんな思ってた。元葉自身もね、絶対プロになるんだって言って、私もその夢を聞くのが好きだった。でもあることをきっかけに責任を感じて野球はやめちゃったの。
Maybe she really is Ryuji.
もちろんそれも元葉が悪いんじゃなくて、言ってみれば事故みたいなもので。あんなに好きだった野球をやめるの本当に辛かったと思う。高校に入るまでもずっと塞ぎ込んでたから。だからね、2人分の夢を叶えようって思ったの。やめちゃった元葉の分まで野球選手になって結果を残そうって。そしたら元葉も少しでも野球に向き合えて、昔みたいに心から笑ってくれるかなって。いつか
Well, that's sweet.
趣味でも 草野球でも何でもいいの。元葉とまた2人でバッテリーを組めたらいいなって思ってる。
Arwender is an ally.
ありがとう。でも元葉にはこれ言わないでね。負担にはしたくないから。この定期入れのストラップもね、リトル時代に元葉とプレゼントし合ったものなの。私はピッチャーの元葉にボールを、元葉は私にキャッチャーミットをって。
I'm just gonna screenshot that.
私にとってはとても大切なものだから。落としちゃった時は本当に焦っちゃって、改めてお礼を言わせて。拾ってくれてありがとね。元葉が野球やめた時、私にはもう資格ないからってボールのストラップを私に預けたんだけど、また一緒に野球ができるようになったら元葉にこのボールを返そうって思ってるの。
Well, that's sweet.
っていうか私、なんで急にこんな重い話。ごめんね。元葉遅いね。まだジュース選んでるのかな。ともこ
Eavesdropped.
ダメ。二人の前で湿っぽいのはなし。お待たせ。みんなの分も買ってきたよ。じゃあ君も明日の朝は井の上線のホームで待ち合わせね。積もる話はその時ってことでよろしく。じゃあまた。
学生同士のノリとはこのような感じか。なかなかに。東大は確か夜に届くのだったな。わしらもマガツカミのマガツ街中で見か。何か面白い記事でも見つけたか？ふふ、油断したな。まあ許せ。わしも人間のことを改めて学びたい。スマホの情報とやらは大変便利そうだしな。それよりそろそろ作業台が届くのではないか？問題なかろう。お前の親とやらも海外旅行のはず。改めてだが、ここをわしらの拠点にしようと考えている。拠点ということ。
Oh, we got that Microsoft show coming up as well. I might switch over a
世話
bit.
になる分、働きで返してみせる。それに、わしがいれば家で潜入道具の作り方を潜入道具があれば木内のパレスにも侵入できるだろう。
お届け物です。
組み立てるタイプの
Okay,
よ
so
うだ
we
な。
kept on things in half an hour, so
まずは2階に持っていくのだ。
that's enough time for me to get out of this chunk of the tutorial and not progress into a dungeon if there's one coming up.
Yoshi, うまく組み立てられたな。では、潜入道具のレクチャーといこう。本来なら素材を集めるところからが潜入道具作りなのだが、今回はわしの持ち合わせを使うといい。
Oh, we've got some rolls. And we'll get another 10 rolls at level 25.
Kurure です。特技はフェンシング、趣味は読書で、すみません、長くなります。
Okay, we're going to be going to Hard Pity.
So the Dead Rising 5 reveals in like 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, I noticed Pat just went live, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and if they shuttle me towards another dungeon, I'm just not gonna go in.
Yeah. I assume Dead Rising 5, there's no other logical thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually what Resident Evil 9 sequel is. Like they said a familiar hero is going to show up and save you with a whole bunch of guns, and who more fitting of that description is there than Frank West?
Exactly. Honestly, they should just say fuck it and have like a fourth Survivor style West.
Yeah. Anyway, Lufel now officially sucks because he hates the housewife, so...
Oh.
We had another scene where she showed up, and in the end he was like, man, she never shuts up, and it's like, man, I wish you'd shut up, Lufel.
Mascot being terrible? What a bold new direction.
Yeah. Also, now that we've got more like a baseball girl backstory, she really might be just female Ryuji.
Based?
Well, we'll find out when we find the exact details of accident that she blames herself for that made her quit the team despite being a super baseball prodigy. Yeah, sleeping under the covers is something of a flex, even if they don't really show much of the animation.
Joker also sleeps under the covers in Base 5, but you never see him pull up, it always just cuts to him in bed.
Yeah.
So, less impressive.
This game definitely has a lot of things where it's like better than I would expect from them, but then a lot of things that are definitely just like not on the level I would expect from Atlas. Like a lot of the whenever Luthor flies around or whenever they do like a basic attack animation, it's like Atlas would have animated that better.
Definitely tell it's, yeah, you can tell it's not an actual Atlas game.
Yeah.
ビジネスパートナーだと言っただろう。行動を共にすれば常に情報共有の手間も省ける。何か言いたそうだが触れないでおくぞ。昨日の女たちと待ち合わせているのだろう。そろそろ出発せねば間に合わんからな。
Hey, just free me from this cutscene tunnel. Or you're gonna throw me directly into the next cutscene. I know! Oh, this guy is like obsessed with slamming. He's actively following her for it. Oh, we have our first slam of a man.
Oh!
He's charging.
Right.
Oh, actually onto the tracks.
I'm taking this game to strange new places.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident works when you throw someone onto the subway tracks. It's definitely the subway slammer, they say.
ごめん、頭ぐちゃぐちゃで。だから思ったことそのまま言う。さっき智子にぶつかってきた男、君前に渋谷
I
で
know she's gonna figure out it was a setup. She knows we put him up to it.
私あの人のこと木内って言って昔プロ野球選手だったの。
この女木内を知っているようだが。
Oh wait, he's an ex-baseball player and she's an ex-baseball prodigy.
ほう、木内の件に
It's
加え
like
て
poetry, it rhymes.
わしの声も聞こえているとは。
フクロウ、カバンからフクロウ。じゃあさっきの喋ったのって。
外に救急車が来てるって。付き添いは一人だけしか乗
What
れ
a
ないけど。
baseball.
どうする？
I don't like this.
Just like Yakuza 5 all over again.
Where is
智子の様子を見たら
FIFA?
学校に行く。学校で話の続きさせて。
一番宣伝車まもなく運転再開いたします。
お前も怪我をしたやつが心配だろうが、今はあの女に任せよう。わしらは学校に行くぞ。
Don't force me into another cutscene.
I'll do what I want, says the game.
今朝の渋谷の電車動かなかったな。あれどうなんだろう。つうか私も渋谷駅でぶつかられたことあるんだよね。なんか帰ったら肩にあざできて。それ軽く事件じゃない？被害届とか出した？そこまではいろいろ面倒そうだし。それもそうだね。
こやつらも取られている。
だから私目の前で見たんですって。ぶつかり男。
でもそれ本当にぶつかり男なの？
証明カメラ調べてくださいよ。
まあ見ては。
私その人の名前知ってます。元野球選手で。
どっちみち現行犯じゃないと逮捕とかは難しいよね。
通勤ラッシュでぶつかりなんて日常茶飯事だし、捕まえたとしてもわざとじゃないって言われておしまい。
どの警察官に相談しても同じこと言われると思うよ。
でも
気の毒とは思うけどね。それっぽい人には近寄らないことと、見かけたら逃げる。それが一番の対処法だよね。
Yeah, hang on. This is definitely something to say for posterity. Truly the greatest villain in all of Persona is the Subway Slammer. The cops are powerless. All they can do is tell you to
Police
run.
can't do anything, not even Shido. Not even Shido could have controlled this guy. Why do you think he wasn't in conspiracy?
Yeah, I mean Shido could declare martial law, but this guy would simply like hop over a fence and then shove his way past the soldiers.
最後に今朝のこと知ってる人も多いと思うけど。
And as we know from Junpei, since this guy's an ex-baseball star, that means he could 1v1 anyone.
D 組の野毛さんのやつ。私あの時ちょうど電車待ってて。静かに。駅のホームこういうことあったばかりだし、各自危機管理をしっかりと。ぶつかり男が公式認定されてたじゃん。
Yeah, on a website.
野毛さん、そこじゃないでしょうよ。新井さん、今日はてっきり例のことで お休みってことにしといたんだけど。大丈夫です。遅刻してすみません。昼休み、屋上で待ってる。
Yeah. I think the best way to sum this up is that so far the intro has been like ping-ponging between being the most mundane and the most wild Persona intro at the same time.
Yeah.
It is simultaneously both of those things. And yeah, let's just call this the spot to take a break. Because I imagine if I go up to that roof, I'm gonna get stuck in the cutscene for another hour.
An hour-long cutscene in a Persona game? What will they think of next?
Oh. Wait, I'm already rank 15 with her? Well, rank 5 with her? Oh, no, I'm rank 1, but it's just showing me the milestones rank 5 and 17. Okay. So I'm ranked 3 with him. Parts of this UI are definitely going to take some learning.
私ならできるわ。基本を忘れないで。力が流れ込んでくる。不思議な気持ち。この感覚は。そろそろ私の出番かしら。
私の出番どんどん上げてこう。バリ不思議。夢にもう一歩近づけた予感。なんかこれまでの感じと違う。支援なら任せてちょ。期待はしておいて。
This I need 560. Okay. So I'll probably be able to pick up Aaron and Ryuji pretty early in my next session. That's not too bad. $20,000 yen. Oh, that's my energy system, so I can probably only actually do so much per day. It's a little bit lame if the main story requires using that, but...
yeah.
Well, after a point they should start to unlock some free play modes where I get to do more combat, or just go into mementos without doing stuff. But yeah. Okay, so we have another 7 minutes for the Xbox show, so I'm gonna go get a drink and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I'll be